let's start off with our greenery. I am going to use a couple different greeneries, but I'm going to start with this one because I like that it's extra snowy. I love that. Let's cut it up and get it in here. Y'all, I've got some special little things to hand out to those of you who do what you need to do on a live. So might want to kick in, team members. Hi, Debbie. You got your box today, Dawn? Fantastic. Hey, Renee. Good to see you too. I'm just breaking this one down, guys, into smaller pieces. And we'll start by adding this greenery in first. I've got a couple more. I want to show you these gorgeous berries we're going to use tonight. We will have a supply list we will text out to you all if you're on our text list. If it's not too late, we'll text it out tonight. If it's too late, then it'll come out tomorrow. All right. Carol, the supply list for this project we'll send after. You had frost. Oh my gosh. Cold, cold, cold. Frost. That's a no-go. That's a no-go with the frost. Holy smokes. You love the extra live, Jan? Fantastic. Hey, Vicki. Nancy, you got your supplies for the challenge? Yay! Oh, Christine, I love that greenery too. I'm going to bring the iPad over so I can answer questions. Hey, honey bunny, you coming in? You sliding in?
Sliding in.
Hey, Kay. Hey, Ida. Hey, Shawnee.
Going for a good one.
Oh, y'all, Yingling made it to Texas, so now Richard gets to have Yingling. He wanted it in bottles, and of course, at first I couldn't find it in bottles. So he is happy. Oh, Faith, good work.
I think they're twist
Faith
top.
Caro is our first little sweet treat winner tonight. Faith, good work. Faith Haley Caro. It's freezing there too, Stacy? Holy smokes, 29, Vicki? Y'all really need to come south because we don't need all that. Of course, you probably don't want our outrageous summers. You probably didn't sign up for that. You got your order, Joanne? Fantastic. Hi, Regina. Good to see you. Ida, y'all had your first frost? My goodness. I'm going to say no thank you to that frost. No, no, no. All right, I'm going to start getting my greenery in and kind of spacing it out. Hey, Janet. How are those? Well, the one granddaughter's a twirler. I don't think they both twirl, but I see her. I know you got to be so proud of her. Looking for her at every football game. I love that. Oh, Sheila, this is a bush. So we'll get that. We'll text it out to you guys, a supply list, when we're all done, okay? People are buying Christmas at Hobby Lobby. Sue, they are. Kimmy, I'm going to tell you, when we get to the Woodland Challenge, I'm going to tell you where everything came from, okay? So you'll have all the list. We're going to be using Santa in the Christmas workshop, the Woodland Christmas workshop. We're going to be using the bear, all that stuff. Hey, Michelle. Good. I'm glad you're excited about it. Oh, Miss Crockett, it's going to get in the lower 30s. Yikes. Yikes. Really. If it gets that cold here soon, I'm going to be crying because y'all know my garden is looking beautiful. It's going to break my heart. Hey, Lisa. Good to see you. Oh, I love those berries too. I'm excited to use those. I'm excited to use those in the Woodland Christmas Workshop. So anything you see up here on the table, we're going to be using. Plus, there's more. I went on a shopping spree to try to find all kind of fun elements. And what I've been telling those of you who are signing up for the workshop is just make sure you don't need to go buy everything you see. What you need to do is just get in, enjoy the workshop, and be inspired, and then decide which projects you want to try. Aw, Jacqueline Giddens, I've got a little sweet treat for you. You're our second love winner tonight. We are giving out love hardcore. All right. Yeah, if you get some love, you need to email info@khalees.com, okay? Email will send your love back to you. It was 71 in the house and the kids were dying. Alice, we aren't going to do 29. We are not. Carol, if you're already in the workshop, the supply list is in the units in the group, okay? That's where you can find it. Okay, I'm going to start kind of thinking out my design before we get too far. Hey, Carol, good to see you. Oh, she's in the color guard, Janet. Okay. I was thinking, it was that, I'm sorry, I called her a twirler. Yeah, she's got the flag. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't want to insult her. I don't want to insult her. Hi, Amanda. Nancy was 19? Woo! 19 is a no-no for Khalif. All right, so I'm thinking bow. I know I told you earlier we're going to use this guy. This guy's going in, so this is what we got so far. So let's get on the berry action. Now, I hope we didn't sell out of these in the live sale last night, because if I did, I might have cut up some of your berries. I'm sorry. They had to be sacrificed. Aren't these yummy? These are so yummy. They're icy, icy. So that's why I picked out the icy greenery. We're going to kind of have a mix of both and just have this lush, lush background. I'm excited about that. Okay. Thank you guys for answering questions. Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad you're enjoying it, Darla. Fantastic. Hi, Judy. Hey, Stacy. Stacy Perry's excited for the workshop. Yay! Me too, Stacy. They're always a lot of fun. You know why it's a lot of fun for me? It is a lot of work for me, but it's a lot of fun because it's all I do for 3 days is create with y'all. Eat, sleep, create with y'all. Oh, fantastic, Suzette. That'll be wonderful. He can whip it out for you. And then you can have a nice wreath stand. Joanne, it's 88. I love that. Oh. Awesome. Hey, Gwen. Hey, Tamanika. Oh, Ida Adams. I got some love for you. Headed your way, Ida. Ida Adams. Email info@cleese.com to collect on your love. All right, first berries are in. And see how I shot this up higher? I really am going to have these reach out off the wreath. I think they're going to be fun. Oh, Christine, that bow turned out beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. I love it too. Tracy Cruz, I got some love headed your way too. Ida, you're playing with greenery and all this stuff tonight. How fantastic. Oh, Melissa, you got the Burst BBB box and you love everything. I love that. That is fantastic. Y'all, believe it or not, we're getting more Christmas in. I know it's getting closer to Christmas, and but more is coming in, so I'm excited. We'll just as soon as we get it, I'll show it all to you, and we'll see how quickly we can turn it around to you. Oh gosh, this is so pretty. I'm loving these berries. Take a quick close up on them. Look at how pretty those are, man. Those are pretty. Me too, Bonnie. I love them too. You're welcome, Jeannie. You are welcome. Hey, Carolyn. Good to see you. I haven't seen you in a while. Janet, my knee. So it's not right. It is better. Like I can at least walk without debilitating pain, like crying pain, deep breathing, you know, but it's still not right. Like I can't just go run around the warehouse yet, but he did tell me it would take a few days. So I'm just waiting. Hi, Sue. Hey, Carol. Oh, good, Susie. You're excited? You ready for some inspiration? I'm sure you're just so busy working, Susie. Okay. Oh, gosh. These berries are heavy and chunky. I love them. They have a good sound, too, like crispy. Hey, Teresa. Good to see you tonight, too. Wonderful to see you. Y'all, I'm shaking hands with these, just like we do in design school, shaking hands. They are nicely wired, so I'm going to get them all moving around. Jennifer, it's only 64. That's kind of nice. Not too hot, not too cold. I prefer 72, but, you know. Nancy, you should be making things but you prefer to watch. Girl, I don't blame you. I don't blame you in the least bit. Get over here and watch. Have some fun. All right, great. I've got 3 up there. I've got 1 down here. This one's kind of bending down a little bit. We'll play with it more in a little bit once I kind of get my shape figured out. Vince, you want the berries? Oh, I know. These are sweet berries. So I don't know how many are left from the live sale, but when we text out the supply list, we'll give you the item number and you can find it all there. Hey, Polly. Good. I'm glad you like it, Polly. I'm glad you're here with us tonight, commenting, and I love to get to know you guys better. I mean, I might get the details of your life wrong, but I'll get close. For twirler, color guard, different things. Sorry about that, Janet. Sorry. Yeah, Monica, these are the berries from last night. So if you grabbed some last night on the live sale, then you've actually got these coming. So don't worry. Okay, I'm going to steal a little wee bit of greenery to hide some glue here. I did pretty good on glue, but here I went buck wild. So on this type of wreath, I'll just use some of my pine to cover glue and not worry about getting out any moss, okay? I know, Lanissa, the berries are the bomb. Oh, I bet you got some. I bet you got some of these berries. Hello, Penny Joe. Hey, I like your name, Penny. I could remember that one. Good to see you. Welcome tonight. Glad you're here. Don't be a stranger. Come back and hang with us more. We are totally creating some Christmas goodness here. Not that this is necessarily Christmas. It's going to be a snowman. And he's got cardinals to go with this gorgeous bow we made. So I'm excited about putting him in here. And we're gearing up for our big workshop next week. So that's a live event where I hang out with you guys for 3 days. We're going to create 9 projects. And they're instructional. So they will be directional. I will teach you exactly how to make what we're making. Oh my God, y'all, look at this. Look at this. Oh. Yeah. I like that. That's pretty. That's pretty. Okay. All right. Let's see. We're going to put another greenery in that is similar, but we're going to introduce a little bit of a different red berry to kind of add some texture. Oh my God, this is beautiful. Woo! Christine, you made 4 bows today. Fantastic. Fantastic. Oh, thanks, Janet. I'm hoping to hang in there, and I'm going to do my best. Do my best to keep getting better and just trust that it's all going to be okay. Do I sell the wreath stand? Barbara, we do. We do have them. Those are made by I know y'all have heard this a million times. But you know, I love my best friend Betty over in Georgia. She makes the wreath stands. She actually designed them where they'll lay somewhat flat so you can put them under something and they break down. They are on our website. We can get you the link here in the comments in a minute for them. We do. And they're not made in Texas anymore. They're made in Georgia. But she makes them. And she just brought me a bunch more when she came to visit. So we have some in stock right now. If you are in design school, I would suggest you buy the wreath stand and you buy a bunch of other stuff so you can get your biggest discount and qualify for that. And then buy it at one time so it'll save you a little money on it. Okay, I think I'm going to use this full length because I really like the depth we have on this. We're really coming out far. So I think we'll use it full length. They even sound frozen. Yes, Jacqueline, they kind of do. They kind of do. I love it. Melissa says, my Christmas theme this year is black and white. Yes. Beautiful, beautiful. So our challenge is, I'm calling it Woodland Workshop because it's all going to be nature inspired. So you're going to see a lot of berries, a lot of greenery, pine cones. Okay, we got the most adorable mushrooms here. All that kind of stuff. And wait till you see all the little woodland creatures. Oh my God. So excited about those. So we're going to be just doing a kind of, just a whole bunch of different stuff themed that I hope will help you think out of the box. Now, if you have an Etsy shop or you have some smaller projects you need to make, like if you rent a space at a vendor market and you want smaller things to sell in there, or you've got craft shows coming, we also have a whole segment of our workshop where we're going to cover that kind of stuff. And I'm really excited about that. Y'all, I did craft shows for a living for 17 or 18 years. And I learned, yes, I have to sell wreaths, but embellishing small little projects is fast and it really gives you different price points. So we're going to have a lot of that too, which I'm excited about. You've been working on your granddaughter's wedding, Teresa. How wonderful. I'm glad to see you. I'm glad you had time to pop in. That is a big project. You know, I bet you make it beautiful though. I bet it's beautiful. Okay, I put that in. Oh, that's so pretty. I've got 3 of these. I love that in there. So I'm going to probably go 2 on the top, 1 on the bottom of this spray. I know, Susie. Christina, it's 39 in Indiana. You're sitting with your heating pad. You hate the cold. I would be stuck to the heating pad. Do y'all know at the first mastermind I went to meeting, it was in January in New Orleans, and the bedroom I was staying in just was cold. So I got up in the middle of the night, got my hair dryer I had brought, and let me tell you what, I heated up that bed because it was freezing in there. Oh, hey Stephanie, good to see you tonight. Oh, okay, Patricia, I will. I know that surgery's going to go well. That doctor's going to take care of it. And you're going to be on the road to recovery. I will. You got the live text? Yay! Good job. I'm glad it's working. Ida's working on a wreath that had a hard time shopping and filled the whole wreath. I guess it works too. Oh, you had a hard time stopping. I'm sorry, I misread that. Girl, all the time. All the time. Just fill it right up. Hey, Sue. Good to see you. Stacy, you put me on the big screen tonight. Woo! That's where them Gators go normally. Oh, Lord. Y'all, Stacy's a big Florida Gators fan. Shoot. I'm up there where the Gators are normally. What's a Gator? Is it like a chomp? Is that the right school? Wrong school? Could be wrong. Don't know. Threw that out there. Probably pissed somebody off. Hi, Sue. It's really a compliment, Janet? Okay. Good. You know, I don't know. I was a jock, Janet, so I don't know the band twirler color guard dynamic. I don't know how it all goes. I don't know if the tuba players like the saxophone players and hate the drummers. I don't know. I don't know any of that. I just know the basketball girls didn't really love the cheerleaders. I mean, we had to tolerate them. But, you know, other than that, that was all we could handle. But that was a long time ago. Let's see, Lorraine, I inspired you to make your first floral wreath today. You delivered it to your daughter this past weekend for her to hang on the front door of her new house. She loved it. Oh, yay, Lorraine. That is fantastic. Nicole, can you screen grab that? Because that's the kind of love we want to remember when we're having a bad day. Thank you, Lorraine. We'll get a screen grab of that lovely compliment. Thank you so much. That is like our #1 goal around here. I want to inspire you. Well, my tagline is to teach you the love of floral design, and that is, it gave me chills. Yeah, I just got full body chills. And that's more than Richard's done in a while. So, thank you, Lorraine. Awesome. Hey, Jennifer. Good to see you. All right, Cindy. If you want a few more ice berries, y'all can grab them. Good. Because sometimes, you know, I've been known to cut up somebody's supplies, and I apologize after the fact. But, you know, sometimes we sell out, and I've got 2 extra here in my workroom. They end up in my little stash. And Honey Bunny is not amused. He thinks my stash is too big already. All right, so I put that in there kind of swooping up. And you can see we've kind of got this C-shape working hard. But one of the things I teach in design school all the time is we're talking about the depth. You see it's not flat. No, flat wreaths are for not, maybe really skinny girls or something, but they're not for us. We're not into that. We don't want flat wreaths. We want dimension and depth. We want a lot of action going on. Okay, y'all ready? Now let's get our bow in. This is the bow we picked out with the cardinals, but I need to work these tails in, kind of spreading it around and get them going in. Hi, Linda. I'm so glad you're here with me tonight. Fantastic. Debbie, you can't find the kit for the large candy cane wreath. Oh, the swag, Debbie, like with the gingerbread man, or the actual candy lollipop? Tell us which one, and we'll try to get that straightened for you. Okay, I'm gonna put this in here, right in the center. Get in there. Yeah, get in there. I kind of like it tucked down a little bit. We might have to grab just a little more greenery, but let me fight with this one first. Not that it's going to be a big fight. Y'all, Kaya's poor little basketball team today had to play some big old 8th grade girls. And our poor little girls they're doing their best, but it was a challenge. They were wore out. Totally wore out today. Okay, I got it in. I'm going to trim that off. And now we're going to take a minute to get it in position because it looks all crumpled up right now. We'll move it around. Oh, you do, Elizabeth. Fantastic. I'm glad you got your nutcracker ribbon. That's pretty ribbon. And with gold, how beautiful. Because it's got the gold trim. We may have to move this greenery just down a little bit. We can always pop some other behind. All right, Mr. Bow. Now, on Bow Wednesday, we use this big 4-inch ribbon, which a lot of folks are intimidated by 4-inch ribbon. So if you haven't caught that video yet, that's from last night. You might want to go check it. We did several bows with 4-inch ribbon. And really, it's a beautiful piece to use, especially here at the holidays. Of course, we're going to use it in wreaths, but it's great for garlands and for trees because it takes up a lot of real estate in it. And it does, you don't lose it in there. It's got that nice width. Here, I'm going to use it where it's kind of coming down the door and flowing really, really nice. Ice, ice berries. Jennifer, I like it. You knew I was going to sing that. Oh my gosh, good job. Oh, fantastic, Monica. I love that. Angela, wonderful. Stacy, you love the wreath stand? Fantastic. Oh yeah, Stacy's got her whole wreath room. What do you call it, Stacy? She has a special name for it. Oh, they've all sold, Sue. I love that too. All the design school wreaths you've made have sold. I love that. Well, Sue, some of that comes from because I sold a lot of wreaths online. So some of the ones I teach you are the good winners. They're the good winners. I'll try not to teach you any of the non-sellers. Oh, there you go. Ice, ice berries. Okay, you started singing it in your head. You did it, Susie. Okay, Teresa, if you're a design school member, you're going to go into design school, into the Facebook group, and there is a link there. You're going to click to join the group, to join the workshop. It's next week, okay? Woodland Christmas Workshop. And if you're a design school member, you want to join with the link in design school because it's no cost to you. If you're not in design school, you can come take the workshop with us. There's a fee for it, and the sign up for that is here pinned at the bottom of the comments, okay? You spent way too much, Monica? Good for you. That's fun. That's fun, 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 fun. Hey, we're going to have fun next week. We're going to have fun anytime we're live, but when we do this workshop, we're going to have a blast. Okay, I'm going to put this little guy in. I love him because he's got cardinals. Now, I've got to decide. This is pretty beautiful like it is, even without that in there. But I think that would look super cute kind of coming up in between the berries up here. So I'm going to trim this down. And where did I put my wire cutters? I put them back here. Let me trim it. Monica, I've had a couple of different greeneries. What we're going to be doing is I will put a post up. No, we'll be texting out the supply list. I won't put a post up about it, but we'll be texting it out to the text list. So as long as you're on the text list, we'll get you every supply I used in this in a text. This is a cute little scarf. Okay, I'm going to go up above there. Go Gators! That's it. Okay, good. Thanks, Sue. Sue, I tried to coordinate. I had a really pretty new blue shirt on. I was like, well, that's not going to go with the theme tonight with the red berries. That's not going to work. So I had to regroup and switch directions. Okay, I'm going to put, oh, that's super cute. I'll put this little dude back into here. I'm going to tuck this in. And I'll make sure his little cardinals are sticking out. That looks great. Now, I would like just a little more greenery to pop in between there. So let me see what I have over here in this stash over here. I'm looking for something icy. I hope I didn't use it all. Ooh, 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 ooh. Oh, yes, this will work perfect. This is a heavy flock snowy greenery, and it's a good one. I love using this one. It works good. I love this one. Ida, yes, me too. Me too. Florals are absolutely a passion. Like, you guys know I love real flowers. Of course. I love silk flowers. I love dried flowers. I like everything flowery. Barbara, what are the best cutters for cutting the stems? I prefer these. These are Cobalt mini bolt cutters. They come from Lowe's. Hi, Jennifer. Ida, you wouldn't even make money. It'd be like a fantasy. Yes. Yes, I have my own Hobby Lobby, Ida, and I don't even have time to appreciate it. I really don't. It's just, you know, it's been over the last few years growing, working. And I wish I had more time to sit back and go, hey, good job, Khalid. Good job. But instead it's more like, okay, what's the next idea? What's the next thing? Let's go. Oh, y'all. Oh, hi, Kim. Hi, Rebecca. Good to see you. Fantastic. I'm glad you're here. Good to see you, Mary. You're doing blue and silver. Nice. Ida, is that for a customer? Particular customer? So now, guys, I'm going to come in with this one. I'm just going to fill in any areas that need a little loving. But I have to be careful because this is a different texture than my other greenery. I can't just be sticking a couple in and walking away, or I'm going to have a clump of snow. So I'm going to have to watch where I'm adding this to kind of even it out. Sue says your pumpkin wreath challenge, your pumpkin challenge wreath is on your front door, and it gets yelled out by hubby. The branches always poke him as he goes in and out the house, but it's beautiful. Sue, you know, I got to tell you a hilarious story about Richard. So Sue, when I met Rich, I did craft shows, and I didn't have any intention of giving craft shows up because that's what I did. That's what I loved. Now, I still taught at that time, so I was a teacher, did craft shows. And one of the things I loved for my craft booth is I had this big branch, and it's some type of wood, and I've forgotten the name of it, but it's a type of wood they make the branches for the birds' cages out of. It holds up really great. So it's almost impossible to, like, beat up this branch. And I would take these branches and I would hang them over my booth, and I'd put lights on them, or I would have things hanging off them, snowflakes. No, I loved that. And Richard absolutely had to ask me, why do we have to take these branches every time to the shows? And I'm like, because they're my decorations, babe. He hated those branches too. To this day, they're still in the warehouse because I don't get rid of anything. And I've got all my props from all my shows over the years, including many Christmas tree. I don't know, I have probably 30 or 40 Christmas trees. I've got, you know, Santa's nutcracker, all kind of stuff. And he's like, those branches, I can never get away from these branches. I get it, Sue. I totally do. Oh, Susie loves 4-inch ribbon. Oh, yes. Hi, Jill. Congratulations on your granddaughter coming. So happy for you. I'm glad you've gotten over the COVID. I'm glad you're getting better. Yay, Bobby. Fantastic. Kim, you haven't played with the 4-inch ribbon yet? Well, you'll have to give it a try. Annette, you sold 5 wreaths today? Ha ha. That's sweet. Good for you, baby. Stacy, you call your craft room the craft shack. That's right. I like that. I like that. So the reason I'm bringing in this other greenery is I want to fill in here where anything's snowy. I'm kind of evenly balancing that out because it is more of a pop of white, but I'm going in the holes that didn't have something covered. Good for you, Annette. Thanks, Lynn. Thank you so much. Jenny loves the icy berries. Me too. Okay, it's going to be fun, Mary. We're excited about it. Monica, yours is the Wreath Den. Well, that's cute too. Y'all have got cute names. Y'all know I call this one the Bloom Room, but I think you guys helped name it. This is the Bloom Room. The warehouse is Bloom Central. What are we going to name the new warehouse when it's ready? What are we going to call that? Will we just shift it to Bloom Central? Or will we still have Bloom Central? Because we might keep Bloom Central just for shipping the subscription boxes. We might keep that. You never know. Hey, Christula. Monica, your hubby is the biggest cheerleader supporter. That's what you need, Monica. That's wonderful. I love it. Yes, Linda, design school. Yes, if you're in design school, the workshop is at no cost to you, so you're going to sign up through the link in design school. Yes, Bobby. Yes. Yes, Kim, you need to put that snowman in something. Get him in there. Give him some snow. Okay, do I have any more? I think that was my last one. I'm trying to decide if we want to put a little more berry or not. This is pretty good looking, y'all. Pretty good looking. Y'all, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. I'm Kali, and if you haven't been here before, absolutely welcome. Come and join us anytime we're live. What we're going to do today is I want to show you, we're going to work with this adorable bow that we made on Wednesday. And we're going to make a wreath out of it. And of course, we're going to add lots of fun kind of peppermint candy supplies. I want to show you what we're going to be using. And I've been dying to play with this ribbon candy, so we're definitely putting this in here. There is some spiral lollipops in this bow, and I know that will pick that up so nicely. So that's what we're going to be doing in this video, and welcome, of course. Say hello if you're watching, whether it's the first time or the 100th or 1000th time. We're so glad you're here. I love to teach floral design, and when we get around the holidays, we are teaching using like fun candies and peppermints, whatever those themes are, and that's what we're going to be doing today, okay? Now, the other neat thing is design school is open for new students, and that's our private class where I teach you the principles behind floral design and how to work with all these great silk flowers and all these different elements. This is my 25th year in business, and I've learned all of these different, tricks along the way, and I love to be able to share them with you. So we'll be putting the link here, or there's a link in the description of this video, no matter where you're watching, where you can come join us in our weekly class. We get to do this with us weekly, and we have this amazing portal where you have all this content at your fingertips. We worked really hard on it to get it to where it is over the last several years, so I'm really happy with it. So I'm going to pull up your comments so I can say hi to you all. See who's here. Let's find you guys. I see you. Fantastic. Well, welcome. This is the new bloom room we're in. So I know it's a little echoey. We're still working on that. There's lots of things going on, so it's not going to be perfect. Hey, Pat. Hi, Elaine. Hi, Trisha and Debbie. Hey, Rhonda and Shelly. Hi, Lou. You love the wreaths hanging behind me. Thank you so much. These are 2 new tutorials in design school. Glad you asked about them. These are the same recipe, and I made a couple of tweaks on them. So when I teach them, you guys on TikTok, I gotta turn the camera a little bit. There's the other one. So when I teach them, we work on, what changes, how can you take a recipe and change it from season to season? So that is one of the things we did. But we'll put a link in here too for you guys to join us in our class. It only opens up a couple of times a year. So now's the time to get in for, of course, all the holiday fun. Okay, so I'm going to be putting white berries to really pick up the white ribbon in this bow. Now, we made this on Bow Wednesday, so if you didn't catch Bow Wednesday, you want to see it, all you need to do is just shoot us a, well, just let us know in the comments. You need the link for Bow Wednesday. We'll get you. You don't have to send us anything. Just put it here in the comments. Okay, so let's get going. Now, never played. Hi, Gwen. Hey, Brenda. Thank you. Hi, Karen. Brenda's asking about Kaya. Y'all, Kaya got a small concussion at school on Friday. Just going hard. Like, where did she learn how to go hard? Lord, she learned it from us. She was just playing, and she hit heads with another kid while diving at playing a game. They were playing a game, and they were having so much fun. Remember, I'm a PE teacher. I was a PE teacher before I did all this and played sports in college and all that. So I'm all for Kaya to be having a great time in PE. And she crashed into another kid, and what we thought was a really simple thing, it turned into a not simple thing. But she is fine, and she's recovering well. So thanks for asking about her. Y'all, I'm going to look a little lost in the studio because everything is not where I want it to be. I'm trying to find it all. Hi, Cass. Hey, Lynn. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for thinking about her. Thank you guys for the love. You'd love the link? Yes, we'll get you the link here. If you want the link for design school on TikTok, you guys are going to have to go up into, I can't put it in the comments, okay? Go to my YouTube page for the last bow video. That will be there. Or you can come watch us on Facebook also. The bow video will be up there. And the design school link is also in, you know, I'm not supposed to say it when I'm live. You know, the bio there, up there. Of course, there's no proof of it. It's in the bio. All right, so these are so funny. These have a poinsettia, and I love that they're snowy, and they have some eucalyptus, which eucalyptus is still a very popular trending greenery, so it's fun to put that in there. Hi, Tammy. Thank you, Stacy. Hey, Christy. Thanks for the love. Hi, Chris. Yeah, she plays hard, you know, just like Mama. So, doesn't surprise me that we had a catastrophe. You know, we're just hanging in there. How's the fur babies? They're good. They're good. They're little stinkers, so, you know, they're spoiled rotten. I'm going to try to get a place out here where I can, what do you call it, bring them along. But there's so many other things when you're at a warehouse that has, you know, other cars on the property. It terrifies me. So they're safer at home right now until I get this all locked down for them. Okay, y'all, we're going to put the hanger on. I'm going to get the hanger going. We got lots of videos on how to put a hanger on, but we're going to put that on first to get a good, nice hanger on here. I love to do that at the beginning. You got your snowman kit? You're going to make him? Nice, nice, Marina. Good. Yeah, he's super cute, isn't he? Yeah, we need to come up with some more fun Christmas kits. We are just getting everything put away and getting into the new studio here. It's really been nice to get it all out of the house, but it is crazy. Wanda, or Miss Anderson, hopefully you're getting the help you need over there. Nicole's helping you out, okay? Y'all, I am reading comments from 15 directions. I'm gonna be smooth at it. Just give me time. Just give me time. We got some new brackets coming for these lights, so I'm excited to get the lights a little bit out of my face and out to the sides. Yes. Very exciting. Okay, let's get these in first. These are going to be my prominent pig. Now, pig like this, nice thing is it's got greenery and it's got the main flower. So that's nice because it even has a twig. So that's 3 elements we generally would add separately, but when they're all in one pick, that's great. Hi, Lisa. I was just telling everybody she's doing good. She's recovering just fine. Thank you so much for asking about her. She's doing fine. I mainly just wanted to let everybody know that I didn't know anything about concussions and how serious they could be, and a lot of my friends have let me know that it's no joke. So when I did take it seriously, I was going to make her blow it off, but then when the doctor's coming in there telling you this stuff, you're like, oh, no. Okay, let's get these guys in first. And we're going to have these pretty spaced out because I've got that great big bow I want to put in between them. So we're going to put these in first. Oh my gosh, you got 2 of the snowmen? I don't blame you. I don't blame you for doing 2 snowmen wreaths. I think that'll be fun. I'm going to put a couple of these in. Yeah, lately in design school, these are the first wreaths we've done lately. We were doing some rustic lamb type stuff that we did for Christmas and for fall that turned out really pretty. You know, we're always ahead in our class, running ahead of the seasons, but I do realize when you're doing craft shows and you're in the now season, you've got to be working on what would be selling now. So let me give you some advice. Right now, most people aren't going to want to buy Christmas quite yet, unless it's a really big event or they're a repeat customer of yours. Most people are still going to be looking for Halloween and fall right now, okay? I'm going to put these opposite kind of placement. And I want some nice spacing. I've got a lot planned for this wreath. Oh, you guys on TikTok are over too far. There we go. Let me tighten it up. Hey, Nicole says there's going to be a link for the bow video on the supply list when it's done. Oh, for this one too? Oh, nice, nice. I forgot. We're so organized. I know, the poinsettia picks are great because they're loaded already. They've even got long needle pine, which is my favorite. Hey, Carol Ann. Thank you so much, Lisa. Yeah, she's doing good. Roxanne, your snowman order arrived today? Oh, good. Good. Hi, Jan. Welcome. I'm so glad you're here. So glad you're here. You guys, wherever you're watching, we're always thankful for you being here. And make sure you're... Uh-oh, Honey Bunny's trying to come through the door. He's being silly. Oh, Kaya, you spelled her name correctly. Don't worry about spelling it right or wrong. You know, your name's different like mine. Nobody ever gets them right. I don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Okay, I am going to put this one, I think, right here. Try to get some good placement going on. These are like the major thing going in. Well, it helps me don't yank the leaf off. These are the major piece going in, so make sure you're leaving lots of space for them in your design so you can work around it. Okay, those are in. Hey, Honey Bunny, you need me? You just come to say hi. Honey Bunny's come to say hi. Ho. Okay, I'm going to use one of these greenery bushes. This is a really pretty greenery. So let's put this in, and we're going to space this between all the others here. I gotta find a good spot for my trash can, too. I don't even have a good spot yet. Okay, greenery-wise, we're going to go right between the spaces here. Y'all, so there's just a few more days left to get into design school. So if you're seeing this video for the first time, make sure you go check it out, see if it's something you want to join. If a class is already closed by the time you see this on a replay, make sure you just take and get on the wait list too. Jan says, in each other's wreath to show you a comment. Jan, if you need like feedback on a wreath in design school, just put that on the Ask Khalid, okay? You can ask me questions there, and I do those once a week in design school. And I give you feedback on how you can improve or that. Yeah, do they have a lot of Christmas stuff yet? We're getting a lot of Christmas stuff in. So it's exciting. New things are coming. Okay, so I'm just getting a little bit of this greenery in around everywhere. I'm going to save just a little bit more to put in a minute. Now, my next piece I'm bringing in is going to be these berries. These white berries, I love these. These are going to work like a filler flower. So if you ever hear us use filler flower, basically that's a small pop of color that complements your design. So in design school, you're going to see me use flowers. We might use berries. There's all kind of different little things you can use to accomplish the same thing. All right. Lisa says, join please, design school is the best. Lisa's an OG. She's been there from the beginning. Thank you so much, Lisa. She's probably getting ready for her Christmas craft shows coming up. Lisa usually rocks it out at the craft shows. I'm going to use 2 of these bushes. So we'll get 2 of these broken up. Lois, I'm located in the Houston, Texas area. Welcome. We're streaming from our new Bloom Room. We don't have a physical location, so everything is online. It's Cleese.com for everything. Our floral design class is Cleese Design School. I've got the fan on because it warmed up. Can you guys hear okay with the fan on? Do I know how addictive this hobby is? Yeah, 25 years later, Jan. I do. I got like 7 warehouses. A lot of my life into it. Yes. It is a fantastic hobby. Yes, it is addictive. That's why when you're ready, we'll teach you how to sell them too. Well, when you're ready, you can come to business coaching and learn how to sell your work also. We'll help you. If it gets too addicting, we can help you move it. Let's put in some berries a little bit behind each of the poinsettias. I'm going to start off and I'm going to cluster them up. Now, you're not going to ever see me use a pick machine because I've sold thousands of wreaths on Etsy. I've done craft shows. I did craft shows for 17 years before I went just online. I did that full time. And so I don't use a pick machine because it's just more time. So I eliminate that. You can, if you want to pick them all, you can, but you're never going to see me do that. Okay? And then when you get these, we've got to shape them. We've got to bring them up. You like the new bloom room? Thank you. Is that the fan? You guys, if it's too annoying, I can turn it off. Let me turn it off. It just got hot. Yeah, we're gonna get some air in here, but I was trying to wait until it got, like, to the spring, because it's gonna be winter. You're right, winter's coming. And I know it's echoey, but y'all are gonna have to just live with it for a little bit. I'm sorry. We'll get it better and better. We'll keep improving. But hey, when I first started, the picture was all blurry. We were across the way in the shipping studio. It was crazy. So we're doing better. Okay, now this is a really fun pick, and it's got more of the candy involved. So I want to take and pop this in. I'm going to alternate this with the ribbon candy. So we've kind of got our basic structure of the design going, and I want to use this in conjunction with that ribbon candy. So let's put that in next. Right, we are certainly ready for some cooler weather, aren't we? We've had a little taste of it now in Houston, and now we're like, oh yeah, bring it on. Patricia Crockett says, if you haven't joined yet, don't miss out. You won't regret. She's the best. You're so sweet, Patricia. Another OG class of 2018. Thanks for being here, Patricia. Guys, the original followers are the ones who got me into teaching this. I mean, I was a school teacher before I went full-time into craft shows, and figured out, wait a minute, I love doing this. I mean, I love teaching too, and I love sports, and I loved coaching. I loved all of that. But this was really my passion, and I loved being able to create things with my own hands and then sell them. And that's how it all started. And people like Patricia and Lisa and all the others, you guys know who you are. They were the ones who asked Diane, trying to think both Dianes, Diane number 1, Diane number 10. They are the ones who asked, Clea, can you please teach us? And so I was like, what? And so it began. So this whole monstrosity began. And I'm so thankful that they encouraged me to do it, because I didn't think people wanted to learn or even, were interested. And sure enough, they were. And what a blessing this has been for us to be able to do what I love and teach you guys how. That's epic. Okay, I need a little bit of piece of pine here. I'm going to use this to cover up my blue right there, okay? Because generally I'd use Spanish moss, and I could use it on here too, but I'm just going to use a little bit of piece of pine because it's got that little bit of glitter on it, and snow. It's got both. Okay, now look how fun those candies are. Now we use those kind of like a twig in here. They're flying out, and so they're going to really make a statement. Sure, yeah, Carol. I mean, just keep working on your Etsy. That's something I teach over at CoachClea.com. If you ever want to join us, I'm part of the Decor Exchange team teaching Etsy. Stacy, use the ribbon candies in the grapevine. Girl, come on now. We can put it all in the grapevine. Stacy, you could do it. Stacy's one of our students, and we're so proud of her. She's starting to put her tutorials out there and working hard. She's also in the business coaching, and she's really done a great job on her Pinterest. So I just get excited for everybody when they start winning and they get to do what they love. And, we try to be a family and very supportive of everyone and help each other out as much as possible. So I'm going to come down a little bit here, and we're going to have this big candy cluster right here. I'll shoot that to the center. I love this one candy right here. I'm going to tilt her forward just a little bit. And then I think that's pretty good. I like that so far. A pop of that now candy. Now, I didn't show you. Look at this one. Haha. We're going to put this big one in here. So I've got to get this one picked. I'll say picked and sticked, and that means we're going to pick it and stick it and put it right in here. I think I want it to kind of fly out of the middle. It doesn't have to be exactly perfect, but just kind of shoot out to the side. So let me get a dowel. Do we cut off any good ones? Let's see. Sometimes we can use our pieces that are left over to push in there. We can do that. Let me take the hanger off. Right? And Stacy's got getting a bonus on her. What do you call them? The Pinterest thing, Stacy, that you're doing? Pinterest. I get all confused. Stories, reels. She's getting some money from Pinterest, so we're real excited for her. Yeah, getting paid to pin. That's some of the stuff that you learn in business coaching that you may not even been aware of. We've got such great coaches. I mean, I work on Etsy, but we've got all these other wonderful coaches who teach all the different social medias, and they're on top of it. Okay, I'm just cutting it down a little bit shorter. Okay, let's put it in. I think I want it to come out that way, a little bit from the top. Now, if you don't need this to, like if you just, it doesn't have to bend, but it's nice if it bends for this situation. Now, in every design, there is a transition point. That's something I teach in design school. So this one, you can identify it pretty easy because everybody from here is kind of coming up, and everybody from below my hand is going down. Okay. I kind of like that shooting up a little bit. Now, we need to cover a little bit more of this. Stacy did a lot of Pinterest on her own, but she's also a student over at coachglee.com. But she gets the credit for all the work she did. She does. She put in the work. All right, I am just covering that right there. Okay, so we got this great pop going so far, guys. Look at it. All right, it looks a little weird because it's all there. We aren't done yet. We got more party coming. Let's get our next candy in. Marina says, Clee, is your wreath bird on Clee's for purchase? I don't remember seeing it and just purchased a few things. Yeah. Nicole, can you put the wreath board? We have some wreath stands in stock. Coach Chris in business coaching. So Coach Christine is who teaches Pinterest, and she's brilliant. And Coach Christine is also, her team does my blog on clees.com. Are you okay, honey? Richard? Wait. Okay. I heard a big boom. I can't have any more catastrophes this week, honey. So I really want this candy to kind of shoot out opposite of that candy, but let's put the bow in first. Yeah, we have the main door open. Richard's working right next to me. You might see the wind blowing a little bit. Yeah, I'm sorry. Sorry if it's moving a little bit. You got 3 orders for your arrangement? Oh, nice. I know. I'm sorry. Oh, you know what? The cord is hitting the camera. Let me move that. Why is there so much wind here today? Okay, hold on. I'm moving you guys. Okay. Hopefully that's a little better. Yeah, hopefully it's not moving. The cord was hitting it. He's okay. It's just moving the camera. Okay, hopefully that helps some. I do have the main door open because it felt cooler to me. We're going to have to get, it's the breeze. Yeah, it's the breeze, but I don't want y'all to feel nauseated. Oh, y'all, we try so hard. I try to be professional and do our very best, but, sometimes the camera might be flying. Okay, look how quickly this came together. When you use high quality materials, like we started off with those poinsettia picks, and those aren't crazy expensive. They're either $7.99 or $9.99, but the neat thing about them is look at all the space they filled and how quick they worked in my design. So if you do get to where you're into selling, or you just want to make things a little faster or save a couple of steps, that kind of stuff is what you want to keep in mind when you're seeing different supplies, okay? We will have the whole supply list for this project. I'm going to get this kind of coming out between the bow. I'm separating the center of the bow, and I really want that ribbon candy to shoot out. So that's so fun. Okay, let's get the tails going. That looks pretty good. Now, remember I wanted to use the other candy down here at the bottom. Let me see if I can get that in there. Oh, okay. Isn't the bow working perfect with it? Ooh, I just can't wait to stage it all together. It's gonna be fun. We still have a lot of white berries I want to put in, but I want to get this other piece of candy in. Let's go down here. Let's go up in here. Y'all, if you're just getting here or you're watching the replay, let us know you're enjoying it. We always would love your feedback, what you'd like to see more of. For sure. If you're a new design school student, please don't hesitate to ask any questions. We're here to help. Okay, you see kind of we have this explosion coming out of the bottom of the bow. I think that's so fun. Absolutely fun. And I'm going to work this tail right behind that greenery and this tail right behind this greenery. So that way these can kind of lay out really pretty. And then we can structure these or we can curl these back in. Sometimes I like them curled, sometimes we leave them long. You could dovetail those tails if you want and make that little chevron shape at the bottom. This little one curls up really pretty. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to look to see, I've got that one piece of greenery and I see a great spot for it right here where I'm going to fill in. And then we're going to use some more of the white berries. We got some even spacing, but now I want to just fill in more. You're loving the candy? Awesome. You're loving it. Great, guys. Great. I'm glad you are. I apologize for missing y'all yesterday. I was taking care of my sweet baby Kaya after her little accident, but she is doing much better. Everything's fine. Grandma was taking her for her birthday. You know, her birthday was earlier this month. And Grandma was out of town with Marley in Colorado. So she's taking, Grandma's taking her tennis shoes shopping. See, tennis shoes are Kaya's love language. So, which, you know, Grandma is probably thinking cha-ching, cha-ching, but it makes Kaya so happy. Thank you, Cher. All right, let's start in adding some berries. And these are going to function for my little pop of white. This is my filler flower. And this is what's going to make my wreath stand out just a little bit. So I'm going to work these berries kind of as I'm going in with the grain of the wreath. I'm going to work them back to the front. So they're going to have motion going a little bit more forward instead of just with the transition in the flows that we created, okay? So if you want to know about flows and transitions and placement and how not to just shove things in and be like, I'm done, I'm your girl, okay? Come join us in design school. There's a link in the description on it, wherever you're watching these videos. I'll put this big cluster in here. Something else I talk about all the time is breaking the plane of one particular thing in the wreath. And here we did. We broke the plane of the bow and we broke the plane of the poinsettia pick. And the combination of both of those adds this depth and dimension that makes your work stand out from other people's. Okay? Awesome. We're going to come back here. I'm going to come back up here. I'll hold it up for you when we're all done. I give super great close-up pics in design school so you can see great finished pieces. And then I'll hold it up when we're all finished. Okay, let's pop some more white in here. I'm loving how we're using this berry more forward. And that is adding just a little bit more depth. So I'm giving everybody a bend up. Isn't that pretty? So far, so good. Let me move it up a little bit for you. Okay? And let's come in. I've got a couple more berries. I know I need a little bit coming out the bottom of that bow just for some symmetry here. We've got a little bit of the, you know, we can't have an area without a little berry. Tuck that in. This one might go a little bit behind. That's okay. You'll still see that white in there. I like that kind of bringing your eye down. And I've got one more little section. Let me see. Okay, let me bend this up just a little bit. a little bit of, I'll move this up just a little. Okay, let me step back. Oh my God, I love that. Let's put one more cluster of berries right in here to the center, and I'm gonna glue this all into one. You guys love it? Yeah, you know I love twigs. Twigs for days. I love twigs. And so kind of, you know, a lot of times we put twigs in last, and in here there are some cute little twigs that came in it, but basically we're using this berry like a filler flower and a twig. We're letting it be kind of the little thing that makes it stand out and be a little bit fancier than if we didn't put it. And you can see I just kind of scooped that up to kind of tie that section in right here. And we did it. I think it looks great. Okay, I'm going to give everybody a close-up of the wreath. Let me pan out here on this page. And look how cute she turned out. I love her. Isn't she beautiful? And we'll put final pictures up on the website too, so you can see exactly what you're working with. Can you see this next to a candy? Just some really fun candy pieces too. Man, I'm loving it. And we ended up positioning this little candy right in the center of the bow. Thanks, guy. I'm glad you like it. Thanks, Tina. Thanks for the stars. You're so sweet. You guys, wherever you're watching, if you haven't taken the time to follow us, like and subscribe, I would love it, love it, love it. Okay, this is a brand new greenery I want to play with today to create our base, and it is just stunning. It has a eucalyptus leaf, it has a long needle pine, it has a really fun, like, really long needle, and then these couple of different berries in there. I love all the texture this one gives, so we're going to take and start with a couple of these, and then some basic pine. I see Tina. Hi, Tina and Judy, Elaine, Jenny, and Renee. I'm so glad you could join us today. Like normal, when I get done with this video, we will have a supply list on Calise.com. And we'll be posting in the comments the link for Design School on any of the platforms that let us do that. But if they don't let us do that, you can grab the link to join our class in the description of this post or in our bio. You can check either one. So let's get going here. I did put the hanger on to get us started. And I'm going to start to spread out a little greenery. We're going to make this a no bow wreath, so it'll be a little bit different. Different parts of the country, believe it or not, they don't really care for ribbon, or some people don't. So we're going to have some options that don't have ribbon. And usually what I'll do when I'm teaching in design school is I will tell you, hey, that's the bow zone. But here's some other options to put in that area if we're not doing a bow. You know, we can use a pod, a pine cone. We can just do all kind of fun stuff in there. Hi, Kathy. Hi, Terry. Hi, Casey. Hi, Teresa. Good evening to you, too. The design today, I'm feeling like we should make it really long and luscious. Kathy, we'll be sending out a notification on Discord, so you should see it any minute if it hasn't come out yet. Okay, so make sure you have signed up for notifications. Through the text list, you have to get on the notifications list. It's a little cumbersome. It wouldn't be that way if texting wouldn't be so expensive. But that's how it is. Hi, Peggy. Hi. Hi, Nisako. Good to see you. Now, I'm going to bring this one in here. So I'm starting to put some greenery in and start to get some shape formed out. Generally, I'm going to teach that we're going to build the base first and get some shape going. Now, let's bring some of this pine in. Do I sell these made? I sure do. You can find them in our Etsy shop, and we also sell them locally in a store here in Houston. But I teach floral design, and we sell supplies on Calise.com. All of that's linked up in my bio, so you can go check it out there and get help to find whatever you're looking for. Right now, our design school class, it's not open all the time. It's just open twice a year for new students. And that's what we're focusing on right now, today. Okay, these are some really fun pine. They're plasticky, but they look great. So you won't be able to tell. And when it's plastic like this, if you're doing some type of installation outdoors, this is a perfect type to use out there too. How you doing, Patty and Norma and Dallas? Good to see you guys. I like to welcome everyone. So you guys, if you're watching over on YouTube, welcome also. Glad to have you. Come on in. You guys, I need to get my Spanish moss. I brought some over here. Let me grab it. Spanish moss. Y'all, I feel like I am moving households, moving into the new studio. I am not really all here yet, but we're getting there. Sorry, this was the big bag. I'll move it to a cute little container. You know, that's an excuse for me to buy a cute little basket or something. Is the to put the moss in. Hi, Jody. Hey, Lynn. Hi, Lynn. You joined design school yesterday. Oh, fantastic! Thank you. We're so glad to have you. Glad you could come join us. We'll be Tuesday is the last day for new students to join. And if you've already joined, don't forget, I'm live in design school Tuesday mornings at 11:30 Central. And everything we do in design school is recorded. And if you guys have been a member of design school for a little while, you might want to go take a look. For a while, one of our plugins wasn't working where our Tuesday lives in the group weren't automatically uploading to the portal. So guess what? Honey Bunny got it all fixed and now it's working again. Hi, good to see you. Glad you're here on TikTok too. All right, so I'm starting to put some of the regular pine in between. And I'm gonna add this in kind of around. Basically, I'm using what I call zigzag placement, meaning I go left and right and left and right. We could have put this in first, but I wanted to kind of see how long that other pine was gonna work. Now, if I don't see my glue, then I'm good. I don't have to cover it. You can see here I've created a triangle with those 3 pieces of pine. I flanked it with this pretty berry piece that's shooting right between it, okay? So I'm going to create the same look up here and do the same type of placement. So I'm going to teach guys, just like I would in design school, so you can learn this design right here and get a taste of what we do in class. And if you're not on our email list, you want to get on it because we gave out a free tutorial, those of you on our design school list, just on our email list. You didn't have to be on the design school list for you to taste a free tutorial. If you missed that email and you want to get one, Nicole's going to kill me. But if you say, hey, Clea, I want to see a tutorial before I sign up, we'll let you have one free. So just email info@khalees.com. And we'll let you do that, but you better hurry because the deadline to join is Tuesday. So you see I've got my triangle up there, berry shooting through it. Same thing. Now I want to do that same type of placement right here, and this would be the bow zone if we're going to have a bow. It still functions as our transition point. So we're going to put some pine in right here. Welcome everybody. I see a lot of people watching. Great to see you guys today. If you're new, certainly welcome. If you haven't liked and subscribed and followed and done all that stuff, please do it. Hey, Kathy, you want to try a tutorial? Yeah, welcome. You guys, if you're new on TikTok, just email us, info@khalees.com, and we will let you, what you're going to do is you're going to get a code for one tutorial, okay? So you can try it out. You guys, anybody new? info@khalees.com. Deadline to join the class is Tuesday, so you're going to have to hurry and ask for that code because once the class closes, we won't be doing that anymore. That's just a behind the scenes. Okay, and here it may be a little bit easier to see our triangle because we actually have it green. We got it popping, rocking, and rolling. Okay, so that just basically helps us get great even placement. Then we're divided up by our really pretty pine. Now, the design I have planned, we're going to have a whole bunch of this red eucalyptus. This is a beautiful spray. I had this on the live sale the other day and I realized I gotta play with it. Hi Lana, thank you for the love and sprinkling the love all over. You're awesome. Now I'm gonna take this, and this is a hand wrap stem. So I love working with hand wrap stems because it means I can tear. And I've made thousands and thousands of wreaths, sold thousands. So anytime you don't cut, it's a little bit healthier for your hands. That's only really a concern for people who are making lots to sell. We have a lot of design school students who are making lots to sell. So then I'm going to take and clean up these ends. They're messy from the tearing, so I just do a nice little cut, but I did most of the cutting, I did most of the tearing, so I didn't have to cut. Okay, now you've got to shake hands with each piece. I love this one because it has a super trendy eucalyptus and it's got a gorgeous pine cone. Because we are using no bow in our design today, I'm going to save anything with a gorgeous pine cone for the transition point. And the transition point means where the direction changes on the wreath. And that changes for every project we do. And I make sure to teach you that on classes and give you different options. I also give you stopping points in each design so you know, hey, this is where I could stop. And Nicole, I'm going to use 2 of these picks. I think I only told you 1, but I'm going to use 2. So let's tear this. And, that'll give me 2 pine cones and 2 without pine cones to use. I'm going to trim this one up. So this is kind of the prep work I'm doing for each piece. But you can see this has little pine cones. And this one has a little bit of smaller pine cone, which will be great down here. But I want to save those chunky ones for the transition point. All right, let's get in here. If I'm missing anybody's comments, I'm sorry. I'm seeing a lot of you guys watch, and I'm not seeing a lot of comments, which is fine if nobody's talking. But I don't know if we got a glitch or what we got going. Every day it's a new adventure streaming, y'all. So I'm going to bring this one in here. This is going to be kind of my focal point to this wreath. This is all a greenery and berry wreath. So these have to really pay attention to my placement, even a little bit more than I did my greenery, because they have the pop of the red. Hi there, Vicki. I see you. Good to see you. Glad you're here. All right. Now this one has no big pine cone. So we're going to use it kind of down here, coming down into this section right here. So one of the things I like for you to learn as a floral design student and wreath making is it's more than just shoving things in. We have to always be thinking our placement when we're putting pieces in our design, so that way we have a very cohesive and even looking design when it all comes to it. And you might see me on TikTok. Sometimes I'm like, don't just shove it in. That's what I'm talking about. Think about how you're putting your pieces in to make sure your project is going to look just a little bit better than the competition, a little bit better than, like your neighbors will be blown away. You made it. People from the office will now need you to make all their projects. I promise you'll get better at what you do. I've got lots and lots of fantastic feedback from my students, and I share that on our design school page, and they have been so good to us when they come in and they share on lives. So you guys, if you're watching now and wherever you're watching and you're a design school student, if you've got any feedback you'd like to share for anybody else watching, we'd love it. Tell them about your favorite thing and what you enjoy. And I know a lot of you guys have been in there for all 4 years now. And thank you. Everyone who's been with us on this journey. It's just been wonderful. And I get to teach you what I love. And that is the best. Okay, I'm going to come in right here. This is that one I want at the transition point because it's got that pine cone. So we'll bring it down. Hi, Deborah. Good to see you. I see Leslie, Marilyn, Lisa, Jan, and Kitty are here, and Bonnie. I'm really not ignoring anyone. It's just a kind of a strange feed. I don't see everybody's comments. So if I'm missing anything, I'm sorry. Let me check over here on TikTok. How you guys doing? Oh, you guys are following and sharing. Awesome. Let's bring there. Hi, Jan. Oh, Lynn, you buttered my big Texas biscuit. You're the best. I love when Vince says that. I don't know who started the butter in the biscuit, but it's so cute. Vince is usually the one who says it. I'm glad you said it today, Lynn. Oh, it's so cute. And I want you to also notice, as I'm putting in each layer, look how far this is coming off the wreath. Okay, real important, real important. Depth and dimension means more dollars when you're selling your work rather than flat, 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 flat. No, no, no. Thank you. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Okay, let's put one more in. Hi, Judy. And listen, the other day I was seeing a wreath and thought the wreath looked pretty good on Etsy, and then I realized the leaves were backwards. So please, please, please flip your leaves the right way. The veins of the leaves go to the back, okay? Unless it's some kind of really funky design leaf, the veins go on the back, the pretty eucalyptus goes on the front. So take some time to shape out your pieces so Klee doesn't have to lose her mind, okay? So some of you might be saying, well, this is not a whimsical wreath. This is just kind of a beautiful green and berry wreath, and you're right. This is a little different style than we've been making the last few days, but we can take it and make it a little more whimsical too. I'm going to add a little more greenery. We're going to fill this piece out, and then what I'm going to do is I'll show you how we can make it a little more whimsical if that's your style. Hello there. Good to see you over on TikTok. Okay, I'm taking, and now we're going to bring some of this pine back in. This is the long needle pine. And I love, because it's got this berry, the long eucalyptus, all of that stuff. We're going to mix this right in. Thank you. I'm so glad you like it. Okay. Now here's our transition point. So I've got to make that nice and chunky in there, and we're using a pine cone, but now I'm going to bring a couple pieces of this pine in here, and at the transition, things will overlap up and down, okay? And that is also a great bow zone where you can put a bow, or let's say I wanted to pop in a big pine cone here. That would be a great spot to pop a pine cone. Oh my God, this is so pretty. This new greenery is juicy. It is lovely. Okay, I'm going to take one piece of pine. Now you see how I made it super wispy? That's because we chose a more wispy type pine. That's one of our trade secrets when we get ready to give even Christmas things that wispy look. We're going to put some more of this in. Hi, Brandy! Brandy, good to see you. I hope you've been busy creating. I know you've been selling, girl. Good job. I haven't checked on your Etsy shop in a while, but last time I did, you look busy. I love it. Okay, so I brought a little pine over here too, and I'm going to bring one more piece of this filler in to just fill it in right there. So you might be saying, hey, this style is different than I'm used to. Well, you know what? This style is popular in different parts of the country who they want something artificial that can last multiple seasons and hold up in the weather, but they don't want all the whimsical ribbon and things like a lot of people want in Texas. So we just filled that in and we made it nice and full. Look at the bottom now. We filled that in just a whole bunch, guys. Okay? Oh, that looks good. Now what we're going to do is we're going to do the same treatment to the top. So I've got 3 more pieces to add that wispiness to the top, and then our cute little pine to fill in. Oh, Jan, cannot wait for the supply list. Awesome, Jan. This is really pretty greenery that we're playing with. Hello, Ladybug. I'm glad you're here over on TikTok too. Okay, let me trim these pieces off. I'm trimming on my table because I got to figure out the garbage can location. I still haven't figured that out yet. If you guys just got here, welcome, welcome. I'm designing a piece and teaching like I would in design school, teaching you some of the tips and tricks because you only have a couple more days to join before it closes for Christmas season. It won't open up again till March. So really, if you're wanting to learn Christmas and then Easter, you need to join now because by the time we open up it again in March, we'll be way into Easter. Okay? Now, this one, see how that swoops over? That's great because it will reinforce the shape. So I'm going to go up there in the middle. Oh my God, this pine is juicy, guys. I love when I get excited mid-video. So in a moment, I'm going to show you how we can take this wreath from beautiful greens to a little more cutesy, if that's what you want, if that would work better for your customers. Sheila, isn't this beautiful? Thank you. I'm loving it too. It's so full and lush. You know, it's this angel pine in the background that's mixing with the berries and the eucalyptus. So I told you, this is plasticky, And you want to count it out, but every time I use this in a piece, it's like beautiful. Thanks, Sharon. I'm glad you like it. So you're going to use this behind it. It's just going to kind of beef up these areas. So I'm going to come here right at the transition. I've got glue on the tip. We're just going to push it right down. And at this point, I really don't need to hide the glue anymore. It's kind of in the background. Let's bring some more over here. Oh my God, so lush. I'm falling in love with it. So we're going to pop a little more here. And then I see a little bit where I can kind of see through the back right there. Okay, so this is really, really beautiful. And I would just kind of call this this would be a great wreath just like this. But I'm going to show you how we could take this and pop it to a little bit different look with some cute whimsical pieces. Okay, this one I needed right in here. So even though I started off with really good even placement of the greenery, we're always going to need a little bit to fill in with towards the end, okay? All right, let's do it. Yes, the moss is to hide the mechanics. You got it. Rochelle, thank you, ma'am. Michelle's a Blue Merino. Okay, yes, Blue Merino, helping out on TikTok. So, if we want this to be a little bit more whimsical, I'm going to show you how we can add some classic buffalo check. This is a red and black buffalo check. This, I will tell you, never goes out of style for Christmas. Black and white might go back and forth. This is always in style, okay? So I'm going to take this and break it into 3 sections. The reason I'm not going to just take and tear this is these will be short and I want the length on them because I got to fight my way. Look at all the depth, okay? There's a lot of depth, so I can't cut them super short or they won't get out. They'll just be tight to the base. So I'm going to take and cut these and we'll put some of these in. Let's do it. You guys, if you ever want to access a supply list from a video, you're just going to go to Cleese.com and click on supply list, and you will see all the supply lists. If you do not have access to a supply list, it's because it's private for design school, and they're paying for access to those supplies first. That's something else we do. We protect the supplies for design school students, so they get first dibs at it. So if it's password protected, you just go to the next one and you can access the next supply list that's available, okay? All right, let's put some of these in. I'm not going to glue at first. I'm just going to tuck a couple in. Let's take and tuck this in and let's see. Oh my God, how cute. So now we've got this rustic feel, and I love letting these climb up right here, okay? All right, and now I'm going to take 2 more and I'm going to have them come up that way. I've got a little trick up my sleeve. And see how I'm rotating these? I'm rotating them to go with the C shape that we're developing, okay? And just, these are all wired, so you can have them do whatever. These remind me of those fiddlehead ferns we use in the spring. Oh God, that I just can't ever get enough of, y'all. I have a moss fern twiggy addiction, okay? So see how those are cupping? That's adding a little more whimsy. And let me bring this one down. And then I'm going to use this one up here. And now I'm going to have this one pop out to the outside. So I'm adding just a little bit more whimsicalness. And then, oh, Michelle loves being a Blue Merino. Thanks, Michelle. Look at this. This is a Jingle Bell pick of the same print. Anytime you add bells to a wreath on somebody's front door, it's just so sweet when the door opens and it closes. There's just a little jingle. And if they don't like the jingle, then they are a ball humbugger and they're not our customer. That's how we handle that. Okay, so this one's real easy to divide into 3 sections. Kim, are you noticing the grapevines aren't as good as they were in the past? You know what, Kim? For me, I don't really worry about it. I just show the prettiest part of the grapevine, and after you really get good at placement, Kim, it doesn't really bother me. I just keep working with what we got. So I really haven't noticed lately, but I haven't been buying them out at any box stores, so I don't know what's all going on with what they have at Hobby Lobby and stuff, so I'm not sure. But keep hunting for some good ones. Okay, so now I can take and we can add a little spray of these bells right in here. I know, I love the jingle too. So you can see we took a beautiful, beautiful green wreath that wasn't necessarily having any whimsy to it, and it was so pretty. Nothing wrong with it. It was gorgeous and lush. But if your customer's cutesy, then you can add this right in. You can pop this right in, right here, to really take it to the next level. Be careful with long needle pine, because sometimes when you get hot glue on it, it melts at a lower temperature, and it can burn the tar out of you. So be careful when you put this in. I'm going to try to have this go up here. But I hit that pine with it. And these can pull out too, which is super duper cute. We can have that kind of going out. Now that's our transition point. So you see it going up and down in that same area. And you kind of get this explosion right out of there. Isn't that fun? I know, it's so cute. Thanks, Brenda. And then I'm going to take one more jingle, and we're going to use it up at the top up there. And bring it in here. So I think I love it. And depending what you want to do, if you're selling or it's for yourself, you can put these pieces in or not. You can take them right out. Whatever you want to do to make the piece be what your customers want or what you might want for your particular door. All right, so let me take and glue this one in. I got to glue that other curl in, but I love how you can take these and just use them like a funky twig and go up and down. Oh my God, so cute. How fun was this? 2 wreaths in 1. You guys got a bonus. That's something I do in design school. On most every video, I give a stopping point in the project. Sometimes that stopping point may be for budget. Like, hey, I only have this much to spend on this project, so I kind of give you a stopping point. And then we do provide the supply list for every project we do. And even if I go out and get supplies from somewhere else, like I go to Walmart or Hobby Lobby or something like that, I always give you the links. Another thing I do in design school is when I plan out videos for the main page, if I'm going to be using supplies that are coming from a big box store also, I make sure to give them first dibs and tell them ahead of time. So if they want to grab that stuff, they can, because a lot of stuff sells out quickly. If I'm getting it from Walmart or sometimes I get stuff from Target, the dollar spot and things like that. And I'm looking for weird things that not everybody's using in wreaths, so we can always be different. You guys, so the supply list for this one is posted to Khalees.com. You can go check it out, see how to make your own. Look how full it turned out. And when we get to the back, one of the things I want to do is check the back. I did pretty good, but I got a couple of poking through here. So when you do that, you want to take for a second and just trim these off or bend them in. And I did pretty good. You really don't want anything poking out the back because that could scratch somebody's door. You want to be really careful. But I think it turned out beautiful. I am ready to have some fun with you. I have been getting a beautiful cluster of florals together, and I made this wreath on a recorded video that we'll share with you guys later. I mean, not the wreath, the bow. The bow. So, if you want to know how to make the bow step by step, I've got a video coming out for that. But let me show you some of the pretty, pretty florals we're going to use while you all are all coming in, because they are gorgeous. I'm going to give you a little sneak peek as we try to put this all together. Today we're making a Christmas wreath, and it is going to be just stunning and gorgeous. I'm going to move the camera a little bit, y'all, over here on Facebook. I'm trying to get y'all to the wreath. The pine, this is our gorgeous pine we're going to use. Isn't that gorgeous? Now, I've used this a few times. It's beautiful, wispy. I love that. Hello, come on in. Hi, Teresa. Hi, Debbie. Hi, Mary. Nicole's ready for sure. Hey, socialite. Good to see you too. Look at this beautiful long, I don't know, I think this is Japanese or Ming pine or something like that. It is gorgeous. So long and full. We're going to be using that one next. That's going to be fun. Okay. Now, our primary color is we're going to have these poinsettias because it's wintry. And remember, we've got this gorgeous bow. So there is our collection so far. And I got a few surprises. I'm not going to show them all to you. We'll get started because I want to show them all. I gotta tease you a little. Let's green out this vase and get going. Hey, welcome if you've never been here before. I'm Khalees. I'm the owner of Khalees.com. My favorite thing is to give you lots of floral design inspiration and create beautiful pretties with you. So you can make your own or you can learn to sell them. We offer all of that training as far as designing and business coaching. We've got it all, one or the other. So thanks for being here. And don't be a stranger. There's tons of content on our website for you right now. And I'm always adding more. Okay, I just divided that up into a couple of sections. I'm going to make this dude huge. I'm feeling like we haven't made something really big together lately. Everything's been kind of a little bit easy, which there's nothing wrong with easy, but sometimes I feel like we need to go next level. And that's what we're going to do tonight. Those of you just getting here, we are working on a big 18-inch grapevine. And you know we will have a supply list for you. So just text us. Let's see, what's our keyword for supply list? Let me tell you. I got a list of keywords. Supply. All you got to do is text us the word supply. If you're already on our list, you know where to go. But if you're not, our text number is 832-734-5201. Text us there. Text us the word supply. And no matter what video you're watching, you can send that over and it will send you the word supply. It will send you, it won't send you the word supply. It will send you the latest supply list. Duh. Okay, 2 big clusters going in because I'm feeling real fancy. Like huge. I'm going to shoot these way off. We're having these go way off. If you can see your glue, you know you've got to cover it with Spanish moss if you can see it. Don't let that be hiding in there. You got to camo it. Okay, now this I'm going to break down smaller because we want to have smaller pieces. Eleanor, it is gorgeous pine. Yes. Oh man, gorgeous, gorgeous pine. Hey Lynn, good to see you. Thanks for spreading the love. Thanks for spreading the love. If you're watching in the Blue Merino Buds, I can't see your comments right now, but I love each and every one of you. If you want to come over to the Khalees page, I can comment, but you can watch wherever you want, catch the replay wherever you enjoy. And thanks those of you watching over on YouTube too. Wherever you enjoy consuming our content, it's totally up to you. So I'm going to take these off here and really use them all individually and get a lot of use out of each piece. Hi, I'm glad you're here, Judy. I hope all is well, and I'm glad you can hang out with us. Y'all, I got to say it, in case you're watching this replay later, go Astros, go Astros. Uh-oh, is there any Philly fans in the audience? It's okay if there are. Come on, tell me how it is. Tell me how it is. I need to know. All right, let's get a little bit of the pine in between two in here. I want to just have some touches of it, and we may thin this down. Let me thin those clusters down just a little bit because we have three here, but this one up here has 4. So let me take one out. Let's see. Let's take this one out. And I can use this one a little bit more down towards the bottom. We're going to thin it out. Go Astros, Dee Dee. I like it. I like it. Hey, if you're not a sports fan, hey, all we care is that you're a craft fan. You want to come in and make beautiful stuff with us like this. And y'all know if you ever want to take your designs to the next level, we'd love to have you in design school. It's our class. And it's a great Christmas gift, too. Hey, Wanda. Hey, Cindy. Okay, let's put a couple more pieces in here. And I'm going to take and make sure I'm kind of getting them distributed all around. So I've got some of this green in the background. We're going to have a lot of black and white in this wreath, so I want to make sure we're spreading it out real nicely. I'm just giving these a swirl in the glue pot if you wonder what I'm doing over here to the side if you're new. That is like a glue gun. It's an electric skillet. Okay, I've created my base. I've got it really, really big. Really big. Right, Lori Lee? Go Astros. You want it big. This is a Texas size wreath. We're going huge. Okay, now it's time for these big twigs. They're going to go in next. And I'm going to break this down into a couple of sections because I do want to use this length on here and really keep them long. Thanks for the follow. Thank you, guys. Hey, if you want to use a keyword, you got to do it on the text list. So if you want the supply list for this, you're going to text us on your phone, 832-734-5201. Text us the word supply. and it'll shoot you back the links. And I think the supply list for this is ready. Okay, I'm breaking down this bush. It's actually more like a stem, but I'm breaking it down. Hi, Kim. Okay, let's bring this in. Y'all, busy day. Went to the dentist. Got a good report. Good report on my pearly whites. They're kind of not white, but you know, I like my tea. And who am I kidding? I like my DP. Cheers. What are y'all cheersing with tonight? We need to do a cheers. I haven't done a cheers in a while. All right, let's bring some of these in. I really want to extend the lines of this design, and what that means is I want to get the movement going, and that's an opportunity to do it. So here it is. Cheers to your favorite sports team, whatever it is, and I'm going to say go Astros with my Diet Dr. Pepper. Hey, Brenda, how are the friendly skies treating you? I hope everything's good. And I don't know if you're working. Kim's choosing with water. All right, Kim. I won't judge you. Water's good, Kim. I'm at the caffeine phase of the evening. I have done my best all day, and now I'm letting the Dr. Pepper slide in. All right, let's bring this one down here. We're going to use, I think I have 3 of these on the supply list. No, I only have 2. No, I have 3. We're going to use all 3 because I really like them all. Nicole's helping you out, guys, if you're over here. You are watching, depends where you're watching the video, whether it looks forward or backwards, okay? So if you don't like the view you see, you are more than welcome to go check out the live on TikTok or on YouTube. We're streaming everywhere. It just depends what camera you're seeing the video off of right now. It's a lot going on in here. A lot going on. Margaret, you got your BBB box, y'all. BBB box is a subscription box. And this one was really good. I hope you loved it, Margaret, because it was amazing. Whose anniversary is it? Happy anniversary. Oh, whoa, whoever that is, happy anniversary. Sometimes I can't see the main comment. I only see the reply. What the heck? What the heck is going on with these comments? My wreaths are so cute. Thank you. You're from Kansas City. Nice. We got Pittsburgh in the house. So, Pittsburgh, would you? I'm not even going to start any kind of wars for teams. Y'all know my geography struggles, okay? I'm bad at geography, so I'm not going to pretend. I look so pretty tonight. Thank you, Sandra. You're so sweet. Brenda says the oral surgeon broke your bridge. What? Dang. You went to the dentist today, too? Oh, my gosh. I got to go get some kind of bonding done so I don't rub off any more enamel. I have a feeling it's an old age thing. You know, I'm at that age. All the things are breaking. They're coming. They're breaking. You like my bony shirt? Isn't it cute? Y'all, if y'all need the link to the shirt, let me know. It's on Amazon, so I got a link for you. I got an affiliate if you need it. Oh, check out my earrings, Charlie. Charlie got these for me. She knows I have a purse that matches this. I'm actually getting ready to start sharing with y'all my little purse obsession. I have an obsession with backpack purses, and I'm going to start doing some little videos so y'all can just see exactly how weird I am. I'm going to let my weirdo flag out a little more. Plus, they're so cute. I can't wait to show y'all. So stay tuned. I'll share all my little bags with you. Oh, Carol got her BBB box, and she is loving it. Oh, thanks, Terry. Yeah, it was, Charlie sent me a text, would you like these? I was like, yes, please. I love that. I love, like, the decorated pretty skulls like that. Okay, now, we got some more green we're going to fill in. I got a good perimeter kind of started. Let me just put a little bit more right here. But I don't want to use it all up. And I've still got pieces of pine left. And I can always run out and get some more if we need to. I mean, I am at the warehouse. That's one nice thing. If I go live from the warehouse, we can do it, right? Hey, Carla, I see you peeking in. You have an obsession with the Consuela? Yeah, I do Consuela too. I'm currently taking a Consuela break, although I got one last spring. So, not that big of a break. Happy Halloween! Oh, it's good to see you, Carla. Hey, Heather. Glad you could pop in too. Somebody's checking in for aloha from Hawaii. Aloha. Just call me Kalia when it's time to go Hawaii. Yeah. Okay, let's put this piece in. I'm going to bring this one down right into here. Kind of have it moving. Okay, got a lot of good movement going on there. I'm happy with all the placement so far. Okay, now I want to get those poinsettias in first. They're big. They're going to fill up a lot of space. So let's see if we can get those in. Let me give you guys a little bit of a turn. Everybody seeing it good? I think all my cameras look good. Hey, Verena, good to see you too. Thanks for saying hi. I like to talk to my audience when we're here live together. So say hi, chat it up. Hey, you're new, Robin, and you are from Connecticut. Yay, welcome. Lynn says, I need the tool you're using to clip the greens. Where can I find it? Absolutely, Lynn. If you just want to text us, I don't know if she's got an automatic link, but just text us at 832-734-5201, and we'll get you a link for the cutters. All right, here we go. I'm going to put one up here, and these are big, so they're going to fill up a lot of space, which is kind of why we just put that greenery out to the outside, because we're going to leave some space open. Because it's going to fill in. Oh gosh, it's pretty already. We just barely got anything done. I love it. Aw, thank you. Thank you so much. Carla, you're so sweet. Terry Ann, I know, so pretty. All right, let's bring that in. You guys are from Connecticut? Wow. I mean, we've got Hawaii. Anybody out of the country? It may not be the right time. You know, I already warned y'all about geography. Shh. I'm doing good to get around Houston, okay? I'm doing good to get around Houston. Okay, we've got a bow going. So this is what we call our bow zone. We're going to leave the bow zone open, and I'm going to pop another poinsettia right over here. Because we made a big old bow. And I'm going to share that video with you separately. And I made it under 10 minutes, so you guys on TikTok can have it too. Thank you. You're a 25-year florist owner, now retired? Awesome, Pam. Well, I'm not a florist. I'm just self-taught. But I've been doing this 25 years. I'm a craft show warrior. Basically, like I did craft shows for a living. And then once my daughter was born, I had to kind of figure out something to get off the road and started making wreaths and selling them online. I was selling wreaths at the craft shows. And I'm an Etsy seller, and I sold about 10,000 wreaths on Etsy. And now we sell a floral surprise, and I actually teach people design using the methods that I use. And I am so honored you're here to come and watch. Floristry is a very, very labor-intensive job, so it's so nice that you're here. Awesome. Okay. I've got great placement. I love how those are. These are coming out. I like my twigs. Yes, it's looking good. Now I'm ready to get these jingle bells in because they're gonna function like a big heart. Oh, I didn't even tell y'all. This is your surprise. Jingle jangle. So these jingles are gonna go in. Jingle bells are so fun on a front door, especially a door that you use because it's the season. It's the season. Right? So we're going to take and put these in right here next to where we put the poinsettias already. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to have to wire these in. They're a little bit heavy. So I'm going to get my cable ties. And I got my little drawers over here. And let's put some of these in. And they are little cute little clusters. They're all wired. So, balls, right? Yay, bells. Oh, I'm sorry. I read that wrong. Brenton? I thought Brenda was making a balls joke, and she was being completely innocent. I don't know, maybe we could wire, maybe we could glue them. Oh gosh, these are going to be so cool. So I'm going to put this one, I'm going to put this one like right here, kind of coming down beside this. I'm going to try gluing them. They have a pretty strong little wire. It's so cute how it's wrapped. I hate to hide that, but we're going to use that to our advantage. Okay, jingle jangle. I feel like we should break out into a Jingle Bell song. Some type of, you got that J-I-N-G-L-E bell. You to do. Okay, I can glue that. I'm gonna tie it too though. Just because I don't trust it, y'all. Sometimes you might just need to tie in addition to gluing. It's okay. Takes a little more time, but worth it. Worth it. These would be really cute ornaments too. So I'm coming in, I'm gonna give that a nice little tie down. And my idea is we just put these kind of next to where we put each poinsettia. Kind of get even placement when we put it in here. All right, I've got 2 more. Let's put this one up at the top. Hey, Stacy, we're jingling. Hey, Christula, I'm glad you're here. Somebody just became my #1 top viewer. Yay! Thank you. Thank you for being the #1 top viewer. Okay, I'm gonna use this one. Uh-oh, the dreaded glue string. I'm gonna put this one up here. Get on there, dude. No, man, that's what happens when you got 2 big hips. That's our the lantern swag. No, the mailbox swag. Just ate it. I shall place it back in the corner. That's because I'm hiding my Dr. Pepper behind it. Okay, one here. I gotta tie that one in too. Let me try not to back in anything and take my little studio down. Trying to make it so cute. I didn't know I have to tie stuff to the walls in case I back into it. Y'all, I continue to try to have more professional videos, but some days I'm like, give it up. Just give it up, Clee. Just go live in the freaking wind and tornado, and just here I am. This is real life. Gosh, these are really cute. These bells are cute. Whew. Okay. So number 3, I think it'll look right here between these two. Now, this is something I teach in design school. You've got to think about the direction and your flow of this design. So I've got to be careful how I put this in. So I'm going to make sure I'm continuing with the same direction. Because it's so pretty right there between these 2 poinsettias. Okay. Let's bring her on in. I'll put her right here. Yay! And then I'm going to tie her down too. These are so cool. This is the first time I've played with these. Sometimes I don't get to play with all of our stuff. Where's my other cable tie? I thought I got out 3. Nope. I only got out 2. What will happen is I'll find that cable tie later. So are you guys deciding your Christmas trends for your home? Are you pretty consistent on what you do every year? Let me know what you love to do or what's your favorite. Let me know kind of more of what you guys would like to see. As far as themes, those are so cool. I love these bells in here. They're looking really good. Look here. Look there. Yeah, Terry, they're all on our site. Yeah. We're going to have the whole supply list for you coming out in just a moment. Just text us the word supply to 832-734-5201, and we'll send you the whole supply list, okay? Now, here is our cute. This was another surprise. Look at these. Aren't these fun? These are just the most whimsical little balls. And they have these fun twigs too. So I'm going to use these together in there to kind of create some drama. But I think we should put that bow in. Let's put the bow in. Okay? Yes, I would love it if you guys would share. That'd be awesome. Thank you for being here. You guys are so good to me. Thank you for spreading the love wherever you're watching. If you know someone who would enjoy our videos or have a friend who would like to create or likes the style that we're making, please share. And also, if you're on Facebook, when you share, it's really easy to come back and find the video on your timeline. Okay, I'm going to bring this bow into right here. And y'all stay tuned. We will be posting the video of how to make the bow also. Okay, whoa, this is big and beautiful. I need a little separation between the black and white and the bow because it's a lot of the same color. So bring in a little bit of greenery and we're going to add more, just a little bit, to kind of create a little space in between here. I like to bring this tail way down. Just let these come down. Now, design school students will know, they will tell you, I'm a big fan of the drama coming down the door. And that's what we're going to use that for, those long tails. So go check out the bow video as soon as it's posted, so you can see how to make the bow with this one. Okay, oh, that looks great. I'm curling up the first few of the tails here, just to get some, oh gosh, I love to pull that out like that. Look at that. Oh yeah, I know, so simple, but so satisfying. And then I'm going to take these two and bring them down. All right, and you can, I just did some little folds on these tails just to fold them up. Yeah, so cute. Okay. You want to see a nutcracker wreath? I like it. Okay, cool. We can see what we got. A Mr. Nutcracker. Okay, now I'm ready to put those fun balls in. That's the exciting part to put in now. Oh, hello, Dulce, good to see you. Okay, nutcracker wreath. I like that. That's a great suggestion. What else did you guys want? Oh, I'm glad you liked the bow. Candy and gingerbreads. Whoa, beautiful. Red and white, Heather. Beautiful. Okay, let me take, I tell you what, let me move this candy out of the background right here because it's a little bit, I got too many views. I'm hoping to be able to stream all from one camera again soon, once I figure out how to really understand this RTMP thing. But talking about hurt your brain, that technology hurts my brain. Kim, I think we did these at 7, but we're going to post the whole video for you guys on here. 7, 6, and 5, I believe. All right, I want to use this, but I'm not going to cut it into a bunch of little pieces. I want it to kind of stay clustered and be very dramatic. So we're going to take and section it out into 2s, and I'm going to pull these. I'm a big fan of twigs. You're going to see me use twigs and wispiness in a lot of my designs. So just know I'm always going to be doing that because it's my favorite thing to do. Twigs make me happy, and we're going to use these to flow on down. Okay, that's a section of 3. That would work. So the idea is we're going to bring in some more white. We've got a lot of black going, and we've got the beautiful green with the snow, and then we're going to pull that white out of the flowers and out of the bows and out of the snow greenery. So this ball is perfect for you. Hey, Margaret, I'm glad you're here. All right, let's get started with one of the big, juicy ones that's going to flow over the top. And I don't want this to be too crazy high, but just kind of enough where it overlaps. You'll hear me say break the plane. It's going to overlap. Break the plane of one design element to another. So bring it up a little. And I love for this to be moving around. Remember, we've got bells making noise. We've got this adding movement. And that's like the 2 major things in a design. It's fun. Hey, Melanie. Oh, thanks, Joellen. You're awesome. Thanks for being here. Kimmy is wishing happy anniversaries, taking care of everybody. So this is 2 smaller pieces, and I'm going to use these together right in there, kind of coming down and flowing over. And we're going to cut those a little shorter. I'm going to pop this right under those bells. Come on, ring those bells like the Christmas tree. Okay. Yeah. Brings on that brown from the back too. Okay, we have another. We have not 1 but 2. Yes. Oh, awesome, Margaret. Oh, I hope you guys have so much fun. You'll have so much fun. I love it. Y'all are up in the Great White North. Is it cold? Could be a little cold. Maybe nice though. It got a little cold here. We're going to have a bunch of rain tomorrow, so it's going to be crazy. Pamela, thank you so much. Farmhouse Christmas, nice. You guys love the bow on TikTok? They can't wait for me to post the video. Stay tuned, TikTok. We'll get that video posted up there. Okay, now I want to take and have this little single piece, and I'm going to kind of work it where it's kind of poking out. I need a flow going, so it needs to kind of flow up and over and come right in here. I'm not going to turn it out this way, otherwise we've got too many directions going. So we're going to work it right in here coming out, but I don't need it shooting out too far. Isn't the black and white just classic? Yes, I agree with you. It just kind of doesn't go out of style. Even the red and black buffalo check is still very good for Christmas. You know, some of that stuff is super trendy, but that just kind of never really goes out of style. Okay, oh, perfect. Good. Now we're ready to kind of put the balls in the bottom. Now once we get to the bottom of this design, the balls are going to kind of come down. So you have to kind of flow with it. And that's what we're going to do. So you might want to start a little bit higher on your placement because they're going to just flow down. So I'm going to put this all the way back by the bow so it can come out here. Okay? Yeah, we got the flow going. Absolutely, guys. The supplies for this whole project are on Khalees.com, and there's a supply list available for you. If you just text us the word, I believe it's supply, to 832-734-5201, we'll send you back the link, and it'll take you to the supply list. See how that's pretty coming down? Yeah. Yeah. That looks good. Now, I got one more piece, and it's going to look great just popping out of this bow. We're going to come right to the center. Thank you, Lisa. I'm glad you like it. Hi, Linda. I'm glad you could join us. All right, let's go right in here. Pop that right in there and bring it on down. Bring it on down. Okay. And then I really think we could have one more just kind of coming down a little bit longer into the tails of that bow. I think that would be pretty right there. Y'all, I hope you're so excited to create something beautiful for every season. I always am. And when you're ready for more inspiration, don't be a stranger. Come back and join us, because I'm going to be here until the good Lord takes me home, playing with flowers, because it is what I love to do. Absolutely love to do. And if you can catch the bug, come on. Come join the little Khalees cult of flowers. Hey, and there's more than flowers. There's greenery. There's ribbon, of course. I'm kind of a rookie in the ribbon area. Some of you guys have me beat on the ribbon. Thanks, Judy. I got my Halloween garb on today. I was telling everybody I'm getting ready to confess my purse sins with y'all and share all my backpacks that I love to collect. Okay, so I'm going to add just little touches of greenery to soften it up. And we've got this little piece here, and I know it would look great kind of popping up in that middle part. These aren't ringing. A little bit of a while ago, we put these silver bell clusters in. That's what you're hearing, Sheila. Yeah, you guys, when we're done, the replay will be available here. If you're watching on TikTok, you can go catch the replay on YouTube, and you can see exactly what we got going on. All right, step by step. Okay, come here, little beautiful poinsettia. Let's go in here and just come on up, greenery. I felt it didn't go. There it is. You gotta feel it go in good. Now these poinsettias you can open up, you can do anything, and they have the cutest little buttons in the middle. That is so cute. Okay, I'm gonna add a little bit more pine in that bow. Thank you, Cheryl. I'm glad you like it. I'm glad you like it. Oh, is it Penny's anniversary? Congratulations, Penny. Congratulations. Okay, let's add some pine in a few places. Now, I'm going to break down these pines a little bit. I love long needle pine, so I'm going to get a little bit more out of one piece here. Let's put this piece, I want to go up a little bit, kind of tucking into those bells. I just think this could be so cool. When somebody doesn't realize it jingles and then they touch it. I'm going to put this in the store, or we'll ship it. Hey, if we ship it, somebody buys it on Etsy, then it's going to jingle all the way in the box, and people are going to be like, what's in there? Or it's going to drive the postman crazy, which they're probably used to it. Hi, Anita. Hey, Shauna. Thanks, Mary. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Glad you're enjoying it. So I'm adding some bits of pine right in between the pieces of the bow here to add a little bit of pop. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh, yes. I love that. Now, I've got a little bit more pine here that I'm going to continue to kind of layer a little bit to the outside. These all came off those first two big pieces we put in. I think they just look great in here. Okay, let's jump in here. Pop in between. And then I'm going to take the last couple. I feel like we did really good around that bow. That looks nice. Now the last couple pieces I'm going to use anywhere I see holes. So under here, if I'm kind of at this angle, there's a little bit of a hole here. So walk around your piece, check for some holes. You're going to have them. I even have them. Just because, you know, things get angled or moved around. You're going to just pop in those to camouflage anything you got going on. Just pop that in right there. Oh yeah, look at that. So pretty. Let me have this one pop up a little bit. All right, and let's put one more on the other side of that poinsettia. And I think we got it. I think we got it, guys. Y'all, if y'all don't like and subscribe, follow, share, I don't know, y'all got to. You got to do it just for me, but you also have to do it for any creative people you enjoy watching. Look at this. Is this awesome? It's big, it's bold. Look at, ooh. It's got the jingle. That's coming from those bells right there. The black and white check. Don't miss the killer ribbon. This turned out great. I really love it. I think it turned out really fun and nice, and I'll be curious how quickly it sells, because it's just adorable. Hey, Blumerinos, good to see you. Khalid here. Y'all, I have missed you all week, and I'm excited to be back with you. I see our Facebook stream is going, our YouTube stream, yay, everything's going. Great to see everybody. I hope you've had a fantastic week. I'm sorry I'm late getting back to you with the second half of our Nativity wreath. You guys, we started this out earlier in the week. And the first half of the video, we work on getting the main piece in. We're using a large Nativity. So we picked a really grand wreath. And we got all this great placement on some snowy greenery. And now we're going to come in and add this touch of gold. And we've got some beautiful candy canes. So we're kind of on a tight time frame because of we got schedules to do, places to go, people to see. Uh-oh, Honey Bunny comes in here and starts wrecking the place. But a minute ago, I started off a little bit earlier on TikTok, and we took this gold greenery and we cut it up into several pieces. And we're using 2 of these stems. So we kind of have a long spray and a short spray. We're going to be using those in there in just a second. And then this is a really pretty piece. It's got a little bit of gilding on here and a little bit of glitter. And it works kind of like a lamb's ear. So we're going to be placing that in as also. And we're going to keep working with the flow we have going. I have it up there. If you guys need the supply list, our text number is in the description of all these videos. You're going to text us, but the number is 832-734-5201. How you doing, Honey Bunny? 832-734-5201. You text us the word supply. It's all set up automatic. Yes, we're leaving in 15 minutes. And I know, don't worry, I got this. Honey Bunny's putting the pressure on me. Don't worry, honey, I'm going to deliver. Okay, the gold gilded pieces we're going to use in between. And then we're going to also layer some of these on with the lamb's ear. So guys, I'm sorry again, we're on a tight time frame today. But we weren't leaving Mary and Joseph not finished. So I'm going to start by just taking a short one and then a long one and alternating them in between. Okay? Let me grab them. We should have plenty to go around, I think. So this one will be a little bit longer. So that way we'll keep a little bit bushiness towards the center and then a little bit of wispiness out on the side. So let's bring that in. How's everybody doing? I hope you are fully into the holiday spirit now and creating for yourself, for your family. You know, whenever I'm live with you, I just want to motivate you to be excited about creating. And even though we work mainly in faux florals, I think it's just fun to bring that natural look into your designs. And you're going to see what we're going to do with these twigs in just a second. I got some rogue glue here. This wreath base is fairly easy to work with because you can just tuck it right into the frame. It's got a nice hollow frame in there, but sturdy branches, so it works really well. I'm using some Spanish moss in here to hide any mechanics. So you kind of see we went inside, outside. We're going to do that same thing. And I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I might have to spread them out just a little bit more because I've only got 1, 2, 3, 4 more. If I use 4 here, let me skip a little space. I'm going to come down a little bit. We'll fill in with some more pine there, but I want to make sure I kind of get even distribution. So let's put this one in. And you know what you can do when you're practicing and learning is you could just start off with pushing them in and then coming back and gluing them. There's nothing right with that. Nothing wrong with that. Everything right with that, not wrong with that. Oh my gosh, we were working on a blooper. Actually, Nicole was working on a blooper reel of all the bloopers I've made this year. And I was thinking, she was saying, well, we won't release it till the end of the year because there's still time for more bloopers. I'm thinking every day. Okay, let's bring another piece right in there. So we're kind of getting a good separation on these. And that way we get a little sparkle all around. Bring this one up. Yeah, we'll bring that one there. And then let's bring one to the inside right in here. So the most important thing I'm doing here is I'm going with that flow we've already created and continuing to work around it. Oh my goodness, this is just so pretty. I can't wait to show you a little trick we're going to do at the end too. All right, now let's come out maybe right in here above so they're a little bit clustered. And then I have 2 more pieces that we'll have room to put in, okay? We won't miss them. Let's put one right here for sure, kind of coming into here. I want this one to kind of come down between, yes. And let's come up here. We'll have a nice flow. We got a little bit of gap. If I had one more, I'd like some here. So if you want more of this sparkle, all you got to do is just add one more pick to your supply list if you want to get a little bit more. I'm going to put this one here. Okay, and then let's bring one more to the top. And that looks pretty darn good. Let me zoom you guys in a little bit. Awesome. Let's have the one go up above. I was telling my TikTok viewers we got some answers on Kaya's back, y'all. And we found out she does have a stress fracture in her back. So that explains all of her pain, poor baby. So thank you guys who've been praying for her. I know all the KDS Bloomerians have been praying for her. And we're happy to have answers. And we'll get her the therapy and what she needs to get better. But we got that news today, so I wanted to let everybody know. All right, here's the second bush of this. And we're going to go in with this. Now, this is a different texture. Because we're not using florals or anything on this, we're layering up beautiful greenery and texture. And I love how that looks. So I broke this one down to 3 pieces. So it gets us a total of 6 pieces for this whole piece. And we'll be able to bring that all the way around the design to add that softness. And then what we're going to do, as we bring these in, I want to put these fairly in the same plane. We went in and out and zigzagged with this one. But let's keep these kind of in the same plane to kind of create a beautiful flow of them. And we'll just layer them right here, okay? So I'm going to work my way around and have 6 pieces. So, oh, you see how they layer on there? They're so soft looking. Yeah, so pretty. Some of them only have 2, so just make sure you alternate. Like this one only has 2 leaf sections, and some have 3. So just don't save all the 2s for one area, so it'll look kind of even. All right, let's come around. My mom is gonna love this one. Merry Christmas, everybody! Absolutely. Merry Christmas. I hope you're doing all the decorating you want, and you're creating gifts and having fun. You know, we're going to be here showing you all the pretty florals we can come up with. You know I can't resist it. All right, I'm going to save this other one that has 4 for up at the top. So let's bring the other 2 in there. And then we're going to take a little bit of one of the bushes we used at the beginning. And we're going to use that to kind of fill in our holes. Because it's a really pretty one with glitter. Let's put this one in next. Okay, you can see how I'm creating this really nice lush base. And I'm filling in the holes. The direction is rolling right around. We're keep going in the same direction, which is just perfect. Now let's go up to the tippy top up there with the big chunky one. Thank you for spreading the love. I appreciate that. Hey, you guys, if you've never been here before, you're just seeing us for the first time, or if you've been here a million times, but you haven't had a chance to like, follow, subscribe, do all the things, we would so appreciate it. It helps us. And you don't just do that for us, but do it for any creative that you follow. It is a big deal, okay? See how pretty that is? That added that softness. We added the glittery pieces, and that picked up the pretty glitter from the actual Nativity. And we've got the sparkle in all those greens. Okay, now we got a last couple of little steps to fill this puppy up. This is the bush that we used right here. And I'm going to take some of these pieces, and we don't need to have big giant pieces. We can actually cut them a little smaller. I don't know if you know this, but you can take a piece of greenery and half it. It's no problem doing that. So I took that one piece and I halved it into two pieces. All right, and you can use those in here to fill in these holes. Because we've already got our flow started, but there's a couple of spaces where maybe we didn't get our spacing perfect. It's a little hard on such a big piece to just nail it right off the bat if you've never made it before. So I'm going to come in anywhere I see holes. I see one right there. I'll just take this and fill in. So make sure to use that trick the next time you're doing it. Definitely separate. Oh, they look so cute. And they're plugging in, so instead of flowing out, they can kind of sit up front and poke up and look pretty. All right, let's do another one. I see a couple over here. Let's do this one. That's probably Honey Bunny telling me, let's go. We got 5 minutes, guys. Never fear. We can pull it out on a schedule. All right, one more right there. Oh, that filled in really pretty. So how am I going to make sure I didn't leave any holes, Khalid? That's a question we get a lot. And what I want you to do is just step back from that ring, squint your eyes a little, and see if there's any holes you can see. Like one more right here. I see a little hole right there. And it depends on the angle you're looking at the project. But there is lots of options. This is for my mother. I'm going to surprise her with all the pink pieces we've made. And then I thought this Nativity would be just perfect to go in there. Okay, last final touch before I've got to run out to head to keep score. Grab your wire cutters, okay? Go to the back and steal a couple little twigs. This wreath base has these great twigs. You can steal some out of the back. I want you to take and bring some of that to the foreground. So what does that mean? That means I bring it from the back to the front, basically. And now, oh, we're going to take some of these killer twigs and let them party in the front. They can't all hide back here in the back. They got to come forward. So you're going to work your way all the way around this piece. And if you can find funky ones like this that have that, like a little more, I don't know, a little more funk. A little funk. In this case, funk is good. And we can bring this look to the front. Work that all the way around and you'll add such depth and dimension. It's going to look amazing, guys. All right? Okay, I got to go. Continue around. You'll finish it. It'll look amazing. Thanks for being here. Y'all text us that word supply. We'll send you the list. You can make your very own just like this and learn all these techniques, okay? There's links everywhere. You can come back and watch this later. Absolutely. Text us on the text list, the word supply. And I will tell you, on supply, when you go to the supply list on our page, there's always links in there to the videos. So if you save that on your phone, you have it, you can go back to it, and you've got the links to come back and watch the videos right in the supply list. So we make it really easy. We're going to make something super cute and wintry, and you could use this for Christmas time, but also it can transition you into those winter months. So this is one of our really cool twig bases, and it's loaded with fun snow, but all these little dudes are wired, and he's already in the shape of a wreath, so easy to work with. But I'm going to show you how to make a cluster that you can use on any type of wreath like this that you can change out for the seasons. So let's get started. So on this particular project, what we're going to use today is I'm going to have some greenery, some fun little curls, and a beautiful poinsettia, because we're going to make this for like Christmas, winter, like that really natural vibe. And then I'm going to use some of this cute ribbon, and this is snow flocked burlap. So you can see I'm going to pick those colors up from the curl and the white poinsettia, and all that's going to match really good on our base. But we're going to make a cluster to put right on here. One of the things I teach in design school is when you make clusters in order to design. So we're going to use some of those elements today to create this. So the first thing I want you to do is take these and just kind of put them aside for a second. We're going to create our base. with our greenery. And so I'm going to break this one up. This is one of my favorite stems because it's got some really nice length on here. So I'm going to cut one really long piece here, okay? And then we can leave this all as one long piece, and I'll cut this one. And then we'll have this little bit shorter section we can use kind of in the foreground of our design. So we took that one stem and we divided it into 3 sections. We got a nice little piece left. We'll hold that for another project. All right, and what you're going to want to do is start to kind of develop your cluster just on the table in front of you before you even put it on the wreath. So generally I like a little greenery in the background. So we'll put a little bit going up and a little bit going down because we want this cluster to have an overlap point in the middle. And that's what's happening here because that's where we're going to need a spot to grab it. And then I want to put my cute little curl in, and without trying to cut this a whole lot, if you just take and just do a little bit of a twist, bada bing, bada boom. Clusters are so fun if you start kind of thinking ahead. And in design school, I teach them how to make really more sophisticated clusters and layering and all that kind of stuff. But this kind of is your basic start right here, what you see us doing right here. So play with it a little. Now, I'm going to add the poinsettia next because that's super pretty. And I want her to sit up here above where the bow is going to go, okay? So we're making this cluster and we're leaving the center section open because that is going to be our transition zone. And you can see how much fun these are to create and how quickly they come together. So can you imagine if you have a wreath making business and you start to implement this as part of your design process, and then pretty soon you can whip out projects faster than you ever thought you could. And that way you keep the cost down when you're reselling. So that's the kind of tips and tricks I teach in design school. So, you know, come back for more so you can keep listening and join us in class as soon as you can, because I don't want you to miss any of this goodness. Now, this right here is that shorter piece, and I'm having that overlap. So all that's in the middle, and it's overlapping right in the center. And we're going to grab just a brown cable tie. I picked out the brown color because that'll coordinate really good with our base. You really won't see it. We're going to get this super tight. Really tight. All right, and then it's going to be time to do our bow. So just take and cut that off, and we're going to tie our bow. Now our bow is pretty easy. It's going to be just a simple jute design in 1.5 inch ribbon. So I'm just going to pick like a nice little tail length, and then I'm going to twist, and we're just going to do a really pretty, nice and loopy bow. And not too big, just a little simple, pretty touch. These are probably about 5-inch loops on here. And I'm just holding that in my hand, working my way up here. I'm going to go a little shorter in the front and twist. One more. So you just twist when you get to the center. And then I should have 2 little pretty tails, maybe one up, one down. Let's see how that's going to look. That looks cute. I like it. Just a little pop in there. So where all those tails kind of cross here, you're going to add a cable tie first and get that nice and tight. And we're going to rotate it to the back just like we normally would. And I'm going to fluff this up. So I've got that going left to right and that one going up and down. I love these kind of projects because they're actually pretty simple, but the effect is just classic and pretty. Now I'm going to dovetail that tail going up. And this tail going down is kind of long, so let's make that into a couple of tails. So I'm going to trim this one. And then we'll come back and add another one to the back here. Just by putting one more cable tie in there. No big deal. I'll just put it in. We could have done that from the beginning, but then I decided, oh, I think I want 2 tails. So 2 tails at the bottom, 3 at the back. So don't be afraid, just keep popping in as many as you want. We're gonna cover up the mechanics in the middle. Okay, so now I got my cute little tails kind of popping out. Now let's go ahead and cover the center. So with this particular design, I think I'm going to use a little bit of the greenery in there to cover that center instead of the burlap, just to keep it a little bit different. So let me put this in right here. So let's go ahead and attach it to the whole cluster, then we'll cover the center. So I'm going to let that tail kind of go right there, and I want this part of the whole bow to go right in that section. So I'm going to just come under here and grab pop it underneath. And I went under that cable tie, I'm going to put it right here. Now, before I do too much, this little area that I'm about to cover, I'm going to steal its greenery right there. I'm going to steal the pine cone, a little bit of greenery, because guess what? We're going to put that in the middle. That's free for the middle. So let's pop this right in. I love it. And you can use clusters for so many different things in your decor, but I'm going to show you how fun they are to add to really cool wreath bases. So the next time you see something really fun and funky, you're not afraid of it, like, ooh, how am I going to work with that? No, you're just excited to work with it. All right, let me grab a little bit of hot glue over here, and we'll put a little in the middle, just right on our cable tie, and then I'm going to put in our little pieces of greenery right there. Pine cone right in the middle. Super cute. All right, let me dovetail these little tails hanging down. I'm gonna do that one a little shorter, keep this one long. Look at how much fun you could have. And I'm going to give these a bit of a curl. We're gonna curl one to the inside, one to the outside. Okay, so you've made your own little cluster. It's the cutest little embellishment. Watch how quickly this comes together. Now grab your twig wreath, and we're gonna put this on here right off to the side. Oh my gosh, how cute is that? Isn't that adorable? So it's up to you how you want to do it. That's on the left side. Let me make the camera a little bit bigger. And how about, that's the left side, here's the right side. Ooh, let's put it on the right side. I like it right here. Okay, so you have to kind of see where the design's going to overlap with the base. And in our case, it's way up here. So grab one of those brown cable ties and we're going to tie it on right there to hold it. Now, let me tell you something super cute. We're making this one right now for winter. And you could take this cluster off after winter and you can make you a cute little cluster with Valentine to put on next. And guess what? If you're a seller, you know what you can do? You can offer all those options to your customers too. So keep in mind, when you see something fun and different, how could you utilize a little cluster technique or method in order to make your own beautiful wreath just like this? And it's a completely different style. It's more minimalistic, but yet totally on trend. I know all of your friends would love one. Hey, Blue Burritos, are you ready to make a country Christmas wreath? So let's get started. We're going to be using a 14-inch wreath base, some beautiful red peonies. We've got a nice dried look greenery bush, and we've also got some pine that we're going to mix in. So we're going to start with our dried look greenery. So a dried look greenery, it gives you the look that this is a kind of a vintage piece. So all of these will have this kind of neat dried look. They have pine cones, they have artificial berries and all these fun balls. I love that. Now what we're going to need to do is trim this bush up. We're going to use 3 of these bushes. They're not too big, so we're trimming them after we tear off each stem, and you got to get really neat edges. In design school, I'm always giving you the tips and tricks to break down pieces so you can get the most out of your bush. And we have very little waste too, which I love that. Now, if you're not in design school, we'd love to have you come and join us, especially right now at the holiday season. While we're gearing up, we're rocking and rolling out for Christmas, but we transition right into all the gorgeous spring designs. So your home will be rocking for Christmas for sure. But then we're going to pop right into the next season. So with these stems, you can see I've already kind of pre-curled the little twigs. I love that. And they're going to break into those 3 sections, and they come like little clusters like this. Now my electric glue skill is right here off camera, and I'm going to be using it to get a little glue on these. So the first thing you want to do is kind of set up your design and how you're going to want it to go around. And I'm going to put this kind of right in the middle line and start to work my way around. So I like to take, if this one has a pine cone and the next one doesn't, we're going to kind of alternate those right here in the midline. Start heading around. Now, if you can see some of the glue, use a little Spanish moss to hide it. Just because I don't like for anybody to see our mechanics or any of our, our cable ties, our glue, all that kind of stuff. These little twigs come on here. I like to curl those. I think they look really super cute curled, and move them to the front. We don't want to hide them. We want the greenery in the back, the berries and the twigs in the front. You're always manipulating your supplies. Now, whenever you buy supplies from Khalees.com, I'm going to have stuff that I like to work with. And something like this, if it's available in a kit or a supply list, you know that Khalees likes all this stuff. It's easy to work with. So you can't go wrong. I'm not like buying stuff for you to shove in vases like the big box store. We're buying stuff that's easy to create with, because I want it to be, you know, stunning when you put your twist on it. Okay, keep going around. And I just like to rotate the wreath. It makes it easier just to keep rotating the wreath. So we're still going. So I do one with the pine cone, then I do one without, kind of alternating. So kind of take inventory of your pieces when you get ready to use them. There's no, you don't have to be perfect, but I like these in the middle, and I like them coming up. Design school students know, oh my gosh, my KDS Blue Merinos know depth and dimension means a more money, more higher quality item. So even when we're working with pieces that don't have as much dimension, we're going to build it in. We're going to always build it into the design. And that's what I'm doing right now. I'm giving those just a little bend, giving these all curls. These berries are on their own wire too. So I look at all this I can do within just each little stem. I love that because then they look cool. They got, well, you know, they've got that movement. All right. So look, we already have great coverage going all the way around, okay? Look at the movement. You want that. I want these balls. I want when a breeze flows by, they move like real plants. They're not just stuck there, okay? Really important. Now our next move is we're going to break down our pine bushes, okay? We're going to put these aside. We're going to come back with that in a little bit. But we're going to move on to our pine. Now our pine is what I call like a bottle brush pine. It's a little bit like, kind of like a brush you clean, you know, baby's bottles with. That's what this is, and it's just such a cool texture. It adds a neat dimension to our piece as well. So we're going to break these into 3 pieces each. So you just take, I like to keep the stem pretty short, so cut the stem off. And I can keep the pine cone, or I can work around it and cut around it either way, or I can take it out. It just depends what you want to do. So I'm going to keep that one, and I'm going to cut this piece here to where it's got a couple of pieces of pine with it. And then this one. So I've got some that have a couple and then some that just have one, all right? So break up all 3 stems like this. And you guys, the whole supply list to this project right here and to any video we do, we have a supply list for you, and that's available on Cleese.com. Whenever you go over to Cleese.com, the links to that video are also in there. And if you get to something on the website that it's requiring a password, that's because it's exclusive for our design school students. So if you see something that won't let you in, just know, hey, that's private for our design school students, but you can check out one of the other videos because we have stuff for everybody. And then when you're ready, come join us in design school, because we are, we are bubbling over with excitement to share with you all the fun tips, tricks, and of course, all the neat things we have going on. Our workshops, our events, our parties, our Christmas parties, always so much fun. All of that, we just try to make that community of creative people getting together and enjoying it. And design school students also get discounts on supplies and first access to anything new we have. So they totally love that. First dibs is a real thing, especially when, you know, there's limited quantity of everything nowadays. We can't have everything. We just try to get as much as we can, but when it's gone, it's gone. So you gotta pull the trigger. Now you see the pine, I'm kind of working it a little bit more towards the inside. And it's so fun to let these little twigs kind of sit out above that. I love that. So there's a lot of thought going in as we start to put the pine in the next layer. I'm saving the single pieces for when we need to fill in holes. But right now I'm going between each little section of the dried look greenery we have. So I'm going between there to create this kind of layer in. Now today we're not really leaving a bow zone at this moment because the bow is optional to this design. So if you know you want the bow, then you can do what we call leave a bow zone. And that means we leave a section that's just specifically for the bow. Or you can wait till you get it built and then decide what to do with that. Being a little bit more really precision and strategic is more important when you become a seller, because if you're selling, you've got to think about your pricing, your structure, how can you mass produce those items with the inventory you have. So there's just all kinds of things to think about. And if you want to become a seller, we're here to help you with that too. Okay, look, all in, looking good. Now I've got a little bit of a hole there, and you can just take back and look at it. I think that's our main hole, so I'm just going to fill that one right now with a couple of pieces. And then don't worry, we'll be coming back and even souping it up a little bit more on the perimeter. But right now I want to just work tight to the center because we are about to put our beautiful peonies in. Now peonies are fun. They're like a really fun tight bloom. These are like more of a closed head, and they're in a pretty Christmas red. And I like that I'm going to be able to mix those right in. I'm going to pull these twigs a little bit more here. Move everybody forward because now that pine is really popping. We can pull these out just a little bit. I love it. I love it. So these will go aside for a moment. We'll come back with those two once we're ready to work around our bow and everything like that. Okay? So taking a look at this so far, and I forgot to tell you at the beginning, once you guys pick a direction, which is clockwise, just stick with it. Just stick with it. And I think I'm really thinking this is going to be where we're going to be putting our bow later. So once I identify that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to back off by putting much more there. I've got the inside done. I might put a little more on the outside, but we're going to identify this is where the bow is going to go. Okay. So that's at basically 4 o'clock on the clock, hands on the clock. So we know that. Now let's grab our bush over here. Here's our peony bush. Bring them out, and then that is the next in our pot of recipes. Now this one has a nice kind of brighter greenery, which is fine with this design. It would actually kind of give it more of a country look, but it doesn't really go with our ribbon. So I'm going to eliminate those leaves and not use those, but I'm going to trim all the big heads off. And I'm going to keep the buds on there and the fillers for something else, but I want the big blooms in this part of my design, okay? So just take your bush and trim that off. And you can always take sections of a mixed bush blue merinos, and you can separate them to what you want. So this I'm going to save for another project. Just put that off to the side. And then I'm going to grab my main blooms. So we've got a lot of big blooms. I've got one bud, and they're almost all the same size. This one's just a little bit bigger. Now I'm going to try to separate these into sections of 2 blooms. So 1, 2, and we'll hold the bud off with the others, so we'll have 3 that are identical. So I have 3, oh, I dropped it. 3 blooms that are sections of 2, okay? Now what we're going to want to do is we're going to kind of make our own little cluster, and I'm going to bend those heads up. You don't need anything special. We're going to just take and trim these to the same length, okay? And once I do that, I can go ahead and put these in. I know I'm going to have a bow here. So what I want to do with these, I want to form a triangle with these so I have great spacing. One of the things you're going to find when you guys join design school is that a lot of design has to do with maths and geometry and shapes and how you can have a really pleasant design when you're able to do that. So I teach using that, and my brain thinks that way. And thank God I have that gift. So I'm able to lay these pieces out. We always want to stagger clusters if possible, like one higher, one lower. And then we trim it. And then I'm going to dip it right over here into my glue pot. I'm going to get a good amount of glue on there. Just hold it in, hold it tight. And now I've got a good amount of glue on my stem. And I generally just try to get the string off and then just come around. And if you're not sure about exactly where you're going to place it, or you're just not very comfortable yet, you can always just stick them in and come back. Okay? You don't have to glue it till you're ready, till you're like more comfortable. Okay, and by the way I say you make a triangle, we're going to come over here. Boom, and that's the end piece. You see? Don't forget, we left a little bow zone there. So this one's going to go right up here. Same way, I'm going to go one higher, one lower, and trim them off. You got it. You're ready for design school. You are. You are totally ready. You've got some basics started, and I know you want to learn more because I'm always ready to teach you more. Matter of fact, this Christmas we've come up with some new construction methods for door, just a killer over the door L swag. Oh my gosh, if you've never made one of those, you got to come join us in class. So awesome. We also used a little bit of different technique on some garlands we've made this Christmas season, and they're already in the portal waiting for you to come join. So I can't wait for you to see. Look how cute. So this is where we have the plan for the bow to go, and that's where all the florals will go. So we're doing great. Our next step, I'm going to push my glue pot out of the way, is I'd like to go ahead and get that bow in so we can kind of see how our spacing works. So I'm going to just slide this dude over, move this pine cone, free up just a little bit of room in here. And that'll be nice because there'll be a little bit behind the bow, but we don't need to waste too much in there. So I'm going to bring our bow in. Now, we did make this bow on another video, and we'll have the link for you in this supply list for this project. We'll have the link for this too. Just read the description. It's got everything you need. Or ask here in the comments if you're struggling to find it. But everything you need is on cleese.com. You never have to hunt and peck. The links are there so you can go find whatever you need. Now I'm going to grab a couple of little pieces of the grapevine. Cut that off. This dude is in. He's looking so cute. I love this red. It's popping really pretty with our other red on here. I mean, it's gorgeous. And just as planned, the two flowers will be right at the bottom of the bow, and you just bring those tails around it. And if you didn't see the bow video yet, we plan on this one to have long tails for that very reason. Oh my gosh, so pretty. Okay, now we've got a great foundation. This wreath is looking adorable, but we are ready to add more filler as we come in and around. Okay, so what you're going to do is we're going to grab our dried look bushes, and we should have, I think, 5 left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We do have 5 left. And now we're going to use these a little bit in between the pieces we already had, just to bulk it up just a little bit more. So grab them. We're going to do the same process and just kind of go in between. And this one a little bit more to the outside, just to fill it in where we kind of stayed in the middle. Now I want you to reach to the outside. You have 5 pieces, so we can put basically 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1 above the bow, all right? Or 1 beside the bow, whatever you decide. And if you need to, just push these in and then come back to check your spacing, okay? So I'm just going in between. We're going to put the others and a little bit more to the outside this time. So that's the only major change we're making instead of in the midline. Oh my gosh, I'm dropping those design school words on you. That means in the middle, okay? In the middle. All right, let's put 1 more up here. We should have 2 more after this, right here. And once again, if you can see a lot of glue and it's not hidden, your mechanics are not hidden by the other greenery, you need to pop some Spanish moss on it to hide it. That's one of my signature tricks and tips I've been doing forever. This one's a little long, guys. I'm going to trim that because we don't need it shooting out too far. Kind of want consistent spacing. I'm going to put this one right above the bow. Pop that in. And this one I think I'm going to need a little bit of Spanish moss on because up here we don't quite have as much filler. So that's okay. I've got my little Spanish moss bucket right here. And literally just make a little bitty ball. This I believe is a chartreuse color that we're using from cleese.com. Okay, rotate it around. And I'm going to use 1 more piece. Kind of at the edge of the bow over here, coming down. Oh my gosh, she is turning out really lush and full. So don't be afraid to come back at the end and just plump it up so you get a really full look, because that's what makes these look beautiful. Now, what I want you to do is save these 3 pieces of pine until you actually hang your wreath up and look at it. And then when you see there's a hole somewhere, like I do see a little hole right here, then you come back and you put a little glue on these and pop these in. But take a look at it hanging, especially if you're making it flat today. A lot of times in design school, I'm going to design on my wreath making stand that we sell on cleese.com, and those are beneficial because you're building the wreath in a position that your customer or you will see it hanging in your home, or if you're giving it as a gift. So keep that all in mind, all right? But you guys can do this, Bloomerinos. I know you can. Today is Freestyle Friday, and I want to show you some of the stuff I picked out. Now, we made this bow on Wednesday. So on Fridays at noon, I'm with you creating something just kind of out of supplies that I like and I grab. Oh, nice, Mary. 88th. That's not too bad, right? So we made this one on Wednesday here on the Facebook page where we use the 4-inch ribbon. And the neat thing about the 4-inch ribbon is it's really fat. It fills up all the good space in the wreath. So that is our inspiration for our color palette. And I'm going to show you some pretties that we got to go with it. This was a new bush we got in. And it is glittery with berries. It's kind of it's not really a holly leaf, but it's just goodness. So I got the green from there. I've got that in. So once we had that, I thought, why don't we put a gigantic lollipop in the middle? Put that in the center. Fantastic. Mary got signed up for the Woodland Christmas Workshop. Awesome. Hey, Shauna. Good to see you. Hey, Ramona. And then we're going to use the snowy greenery again because that will be a nice base to bring up the white that's in the ribbon. And let me show you guys one more thing I thought would be fun. And we'll start whipping this out. The candies. These fun little candy cane curls. We're going to add these in. And I like these because they have the red and green that's in that bow. This bow has a lot of green, so we got to make that work for us. So I think we're going to get to town here and get to going. Let me zoom in just a little bit. Bev, first time. Yay, Bev. Great to see you. I'm so glad you're here hanging out. Welcome, Bev. You guys welcome Bev. She's our newest Bloomerino here, hanging out with us. Hey, Brenda. Hey, Carol. Hey, Darla. All right, let's do this. All right, I am going to start with our main focal point, which I think is going to be the big candy, because this is a 14-inch wreath base. I thought that would look really great right in the center. Linda, I'm glad you can make it too. Hey, Debbie. Brenda, are you off? You're not flying the friendly skies? It's got this metallic material on there, which I love. And I thought it would just fill up the center really, really pretty. Let's just put it right in. I'm going to just send it right through the grapevine. And I'll leave the stem long until we get the bow on, because we might need that to hold our bow up. You never know. Hey, Gwen. Hey, Linda from the UK. Linda, are you new? Welcome. Good to see you. You know, I haven't seen a lot of our international followers in a while. Good to see you. Roxanne, how am I feeling? Roxanne, I kicked my leg up here. I've got my brace on today. My knee seems to be tolerating the brace better today. Y'all, I have a knee issue we've been dealing with. The design school students all know about it. And it's getting better. It's getting better. Nellie, you'd like the list for the items to buy for the challenge. It's in the group. Go into the group Christmas Woodland Challenge, and it's already up there in the units, and you can download it right from there. So it's up there for you. So anybody joining the challenge, you need the supply list for the wreath. Once you pay or you join through that link in Design School, go into the group, which is called Woodland Christmas Workshop. Go into there. And then in the units, the supply list is there. Okay, I got to tie this in tight, because if I don't, it's going to wiggle. So I'm going to go ahead and tie it in first. Charlene, you're one of the oldest Bloomerinos. That's right. You're an old school Bloomerino. Fantastic. Hey, Dee. Yeah, I think the shot is kicking in a little, and the brace is not killing me. The last couple of days, anytime I try to wear the brace, it seems like it's just, you know, exacerbating the pain. So I just, hey, that works pretty good. I'm just going to trim this down a little. Now, I think we're going to have to put some more support on the back side of this lollipop because it might wiggle. And normally you wouldn't have to worry about that, but I'm putting it in a space. There's nothing behind it. So that could be the issue. And let me see. I really don't want to use... If I use a regular stick like I would use, I'm going to have to hide it. So let me see if I can get that. I'm going to just take one from the side over here and just add that for support. Gwen, you signed up. Fantastic. Dee, all of this stuff is from Aclese.com. We're going to send out a supply list in just a little while. So if you're already on the text list, it'll come right to you. Okay, I'm just going to try to poke that in to hold it. Part of me. Yeah, I love foam attachments because we can hide. We can just poke them in. Yeah, that works good. So I'm going to put one more on this side. We'll get that one in and get them all stabilized. Oh, thanks, Chris. Charlene, I thought so. You've been here since the beginning. Out there in Bloom Central, just surprised anybody wanted to watch me. That's how I felt. Like, wow, this is weird. People want to watch what I do. Okay. Charlie going crazy. We having a good time. That was the good times, right? Hey, Tracy. Tracy, not Trashy. Tracy, I'm sorry. Words are hard. Words are hard again. Once my knee gets better, maybe words are get better. Maybe not. They may not be. They may not get better. Okay, Joanne, to get on the text list, just go to textcally.com and you'll fill out the text list and you can text me. Also, in the description of this post is the number to help you out. Hi, Peggy. Thanks, Chris. Okay, got that in. Let's add greenery. And I'm going to use that snowy, that heavy snow again. I'm loving this. Dee Dee's going to Hobby Lobby. Good. Hello, Argentina. Yeah, for the workshop that's coming up, what we need to do, or what we did is we planned all the supplies for the main project from Hobby Lobby. So you weren't waiting for us to ship anything to you. You could just dive right in. But what I've been telling all the design school students is if you want, just come into the workshop, enjoy the classes that I'm going to be teaching you and all the projects, then decide what you want to make. Yes, we'll have some of the supplies that we sell. We will tell you all the stores where everything came from. But I don't want you just to run around and be worried about getting supplies and be concerned if they don't have something. There's a supply shortage. So there's lots of different ways you can make things. So there's lots of substitutions. So don't worry. When we get to the workshop, we're going to talk about all that too. Oh, thanks, Ruth Ann. How's the shoulder doing? Ruth Ann, I'm pretty sure you had to have surgery on your shoulder. Pretty sure. Now I'm going to make this wreath going all the way around, so I got to get started on putting this greenery in. Hi, Debbie and Kim. Hi, Tammy. Hey, Teresa. I'm going to put all of these in going around and work my way around. Hi, Susan. All right. Let me get y'all right in on the project up here. Very good, Susan. Nice job. You were able to find most stuff for the workshop? Great. Great. I'm glad. You know, last time when we did the pumpkin challenge, you know, we had the same issues. It's just going to be the same things for a while. Monica, you purchased 3 different color schemes for the woodland workshop. How fun. Monica, you're my kind of girl. Get in there. Get in there and do it. Yes, our shipping time is currently improved, although I will say we're down a shipper, Kali, right now. So, but I've got a little extra help coming tomorrow, too. My niece is going to come help pack, so hopefully we won't fall too far behind again, but we'll do our best. Monica, you don't know the ribbon or florals to buy? So if you're in the workshop, go into the units, and it's got the exact links for everything we're using, okay? Just go into the Woodland Christmas Workshop group, and they're right there. Okay, the snowy first bit is in. Just kind of going around. Candy in the middle. Like that. Ida, you did? Oh my gosh. Oh, wow. Good job. You're rolling on your own, Ida? Fantastic. Love that. Good job. That is totally awesome. It's amazing. My mom had a completely torn rotator cuff, and she didn't want to do shoulder surgery either, and so she rehabbed it and rehabbed it and rehabbed it. And she can't shoot her arm all the way up, but she can get it to here, and then she just helps it a little up. And before, she couldn't even lift it. So just over time. Grace, am I supposed to be on my knee? Well, if I have doing a lot of walking, the doctor said I need to be wearing the brace. So from what I understand, from what we've done so far, and this is a new injury for me. I've never had knee problems all through college sports and all that. That's not been, I've had back problems, but not knee problems. And so this is a new thing for me not to have knee pain. I'm not familiar with that. So I've been having it a while, but I've been doing ice and treating it. But over the last weekend, what happened is I went to reach for some boxes up high, and I just made a little jump, and man, that put me down. So then I already had the doctor's appointment, but then I was really bad when I got there. So, y'all, I hate talking about my ailments, but anyway, I'm supposed to just take it easy. So that's why I've got extra help coming. I'm going in between each one of these with the green now. So we're going to kind of fill up that space all the way around. Monica, I get my grapevines from Deco Exchange. We can give you a, actually we have an affiliate link. We'll be sending that out too in a little bit when we put our supply list together. But I just got a big order from them. And I don't worry about the best or anything like that when it comes to grapevines. I make so many different kinds of wreaths. If I get crummy grapevines that aren't as pretty as others, I use those for wreaths like this that are going to go all the way around and hide. So don't worry. I also don't clean out my grapevines if there's a lot of leaves. I leave them in there. They just hold everything together. Doesn't bother me. The only part of the wreath I worry about being pretty is the part that's showing. So like on this design, not a whole lot's going to be shown. If I think it comes together like we think, it'll be covered. Tammy, yes, these are in my shop, and we'll get the supply list out to you in just a little bit. Okay? Well, we lift with our knees. I know, Peggy, because if you have a back problem, you can't be lifting with your back. You have to lift with your knees. So Clee does not even lift right now. Y'all, and I'm used to working several hours a day at the warehouse, packing and shipping and all of that. So I'm going to have to do what I've needed to do for a while, and that's just find some more employees. And hopefully it's going to go better than last time. Our current one she's doing so great. I'm loving her. Grace, this is a 14-inch grapevine. Thank you, Margaret. Debbie, you can't find the listing for the big candy cane wreath live yesterday. Maybe Nicole can find it for you, Debbie. We'll see if we can find it. You need the supply list. I know we texted out the supply list for the snowman, but the candy cane, I'm not sure if that might have been an older replay. We'll see if we can get the list for you, okay? Coming up. Ruth Ann went back to work. Shoulder still aching since I'm a hairdresser. Oh, gosh. Yeah. You had to go right back. Yeah. I'm sorry. That's hard in the job you do. Jeez. Isn't it interesting when you think about what they do and how things can affect them, right? Okay, Debbie, we'll see if we can find it for you while we're live. If we can't, you can email info@cleese.com and we'll get back to you with the link, okay? Just give as much direction as to what you said. It was a candy wreath or something like that. We'll see. She can go back and read your comment. Oh, pink sounds awesome, Monica. I love that. I love the pink. For the Woodland Creations? Oh, I love that. You could use the pink too. I mean, we're going to do more of a traditional like reds and greens and beautiful browns and nature-inspired colors. But you could still use all the nature things with a color introduced. They still look beautiful. Just as long as you're consistent, it'll look fine. All right. Now I'm going to add a little more snowy, and then we're going to kind of rotate back and forth here for a minute. So my goal here is to get this filled out as much as possible. We are going to have a bow at the bottom. We got some fun curly cues to put in, but I need to get this nice and full. So these type of wreaths just take a little time adding the layers. All right, Tammy says, your son had a torn rotator cuff. Oh my gosh. Yes, Tammy. I mean, it was really hard on my mom. But she has a lot of friends whose shoulder surgeries didn't go well. So she was like, and she was retired at the time it happened. So it would be different if she had to get back to her other job she did for a living. She was already retired. Oh my gosh. You have to wear a knee brace too, Dee Dee? Oh yeah, that was what I was telling y'all earlier. Is apparently like the outside of my knee, that part is, there's nothing left in the cartilage that goes between the joint. That is gone. And it has to do with my gait. And he flat out told me it probably has to do with the years of playing sports. And I wasn't a catcher, but I did a lot of help with the catchers, and you know, maybe that all of that did too much wear and tear on it. My best friend was a catcher, and so I caught for her all the time when we'd be warming up, or you know, all that kind of stuff. So he said that kind of thing is not common, and I'm like, really? Okay, great. Didn't know that. I need a scooter, Ida. Hey, I drove the scooter at the grocery store yesterday. And I didn't want to, but my mom's like, I'll get the scooter, I'll drive it, and when you wear out, you can switch to it. And you know, moms are always right. Didn't take long. Oh, we got the neatest store here close to where I live. It's a Costco business center. And we thought it was just a new Costco, and I was very excited because it would be closer to our location, but it's a business center, guys. So they had, like, and it wasn't like a normal Costco, but everything was in huge quantities. But they had a lot of stuff we could use for our business, like trash cans, paper, all kinds of things, and all kinds of businesses. So if you have one near you, you guys have to check it out. It was really cool. Oh, Judy, I'm sorry. Yes, yes. If I were older, I would not be freaked out about this, but I'm 46, and this is like one of those things that I wasn't expecting. Kind of like that eye thing I had last year, and remember, I have to go back and follow up on that, or I could have some kind of emergency pressure situation in my eye. Like, what? What? I just went for an eye checkup. I don't even need readers yet. What do I need now? Is this what's going to happen as I get older? Every time you go to the doctor, there's going to be a new problem you didn't even know about? You guys see how I'm filling it in towards the middle? And it's getting fuller and fuller. Look how cute. So this next line I put a little closer to the center. Keep kind of filling it out. That's looking good. Now I'm going to cut a little more of the green, and we're going to fill in some more with that. So I'm going to use 2 bushes of the snow, 2 bushes of the green here. Judy, I hope it goes well with the knee replacements. What I've been hearing lately is they're way better than they used to be. One of the other moms on the our basketball and volleyball teams just had to have one, and I mean, she really did great. She's doing great, and she said, I wish I had it sooner. So, oh, you already had it at 55, Judy? Oh my gosh. Sheesh. After 45, it goes downhill? Oh, no. No, really? Every time you go... Oh, no. Oh, no. Y'all are supposed to be like, no, Clee, aging is graceful. Oh, hi, Elena. Christy, you turned 60 and everything started going wrong. Oh, shoot. Jan, you're getting your boosters? Oh, for sure. For sure. Hopefully it just... No issues with it. No issues. I know, all the things. Oh my gosh. Was it, Ramona? Well, that's good to know. The shoulder, huh, was worse. Yikes. I mean, not good for you, but good for me. Thanks, Elena. Thank you. Oh, Peggy, you're doing the other one? Oh my gosh, you guys are all getting it. Okay. Well, that is not on my agenda currently. You were the youngest one the doctor had, Judy? Wow. Wowzers. I mean, you know, but if you're in pain, you got to do what you got to do. Because I didn't realize how much... Oh, I got to put this on this other side because I want a little bit of snow to divide those up, guys. Well, I'm so looking forward to the workshop next week because I really won't have to I might have to stand a little, but I'm not going to have to, I'm just having fun creating, and that'll be worth any kind of little pain we're having. Holy smokes, really? Monica, yeah, I'm telling you. Oh, Miss Grace, come on now. Jan says, Clee, some people have eye pressure with no consequences like they used to think. Mine are reading high too. Yeah, apparently it has to do with the depth of my eye. And it's a common thing. It's just how I'm made. And I guess what can happen is if I don't know if it causes a tear or what happens, but then it's an emergency procedure, whereas they keep an eye on it. And if it gets a little worse, then they'll do the procedure. And it's not an emergency. It won't be a bunch of pain and stuff like that. So it's just like one of those, it's not a big deal. It's just one of those things that I thought, okay, what's up with that? Oh my gosh, you guys are all bionic people on here. Peggy, absolutely. Absolutely, I agree. I agree. I just try to stay out of the doctor's office. And I'm not one of these people who is thinks surgery solves everything. You know, I'm really research and pay attention. Look how full that's looking. Let me add a little more snow over here. I like the depth we're getting. And I like kind of coming in around the lollipop a little. I am going from this way this time. I could go that way. It doesn't matter on round wreaths. I am going this way. I see why you're saying that, because normally I do go the other way. Sorry, I'm throwing you off today, Pamela. Good job, Grace. I got it. Your daughter had a partial knee replacement at 31. Oh, and now she wishes she had a total. Wow. Wow. It's crazy. Tammy, do you have trouble seeing at night? Like, do you get an extra glare? That's my issue. I'm okay. I'm okay at night. I don't have any eye troubles, but you know how you just go in for the visit last year, and the lady was checking my pressure, and all of a sudden there was a big panic, and here they come in, and there's just something with the depth of my eye, but I see okay at night, and I'm getting to where pretty soon I probably have to have some readers, but you know, I'm fighting that tooth and nail. Let me put a little more in there, because I know once I do start using them, I'll have to have them all the time. Poor Kaya. Oh, y'all, Kaya got contacts yesterday. So that girl was so excited when she went to school. She was so excited. Oh, Jan, you are so sweet. I won't. If I need to, I'll sit. I've got a bar stool inside. If I'm hurting, I'll sit. Sometimes sitting, though, is painful depending how you're sitting. So I might just be standing on my right leg. I'm getting that flamingo stance down. Oh, Peggy, crazy. Jan, you go to Hobby Lobby at the doctor's office. That's probably, Jan, because FedEx and U.S. Post come to you. Otherwise, you'd just be shipping and making and shipping, right? Oh, okay, I like that full. Let me give you a close up. See how pretty I've got it? Looking good. Now this is actually what I have as the top. Okay. Let me see. We can rotate it anywhere we want, though. It doesn't matter because I've covered up that stem from the candy. Oh, but we were going to use that maybe to attach the bow. Let me see. Oh, you know what? I cut it too short. That's okay. We'll put it however we want it. And then I can put the bow on a little stick. Let's do that. We can attach the bow with a wire. No big deal. You're 56. You have a 12-year-old daughter. The only thing I have to wear glasses. The girls will keep us going, Tracy. That's pretty cool. That's awesome. Good for you. Yes, Kaya's 12 too, and she definitely keeps me going. Definitely. I want a wired stick, so let me dig one out of the trash, guys. Oh, I can cut one off here. So any of your stems, we're going to put these in just a minute, but I want to get the bow in first. But any of your stems, if you cut them, they're wired, and you can use that to stick stuff in. Who's working on a wreath while watching? Hi, Linda. Fantastic. Genevieve said, I had the same issue with the pressure in my 20s. They freaked me out. Sent me a specialist. Okay, and they said you have to, but you could have pre-glaucoma, right? And this doesn't turn into glaucoma. Whatever I have turns into like a pain. And he says, you'll be in so much pain, you'll go to the emergency room, then you'll get me out of bed. And then we could have taken care of it ahead of time. So he wants me to come back and just keep following up on it. And not just put it off. So I don't know what all happens. I forgot. Christy propped my leg up. Do you know that it's very weird? What's comfortable is for my leg just to kind of hang and not have any weight on it. That's what feels comfortable right now. So it's weird. I'm fine, y'all. We can really talk about other stuff. I'm sorry. Y'all know I hate to be a drama queen. Try to keep it to a minimum. All right. I put the bow on here, but I do appreciate all your advice. You guys help me so much. Oh, those of you who sent me help, I've got the sour cherry juice, or I think it's sour cherry juice, supposed to help with joints. And then I've got the something Biflex. It's a vitamin you take with the glucosamine, all the thing in it. I've got that. I got them vitamins kicking now. Well, thank you so much. I do have the candy canes. I don't know if they're in the shop yet, but they're coming. We're going to text out the supply list, Wilhelmine. So I think you're on the text list. We'll text it out as soon as I'm finished of everything in the project, okay? Oh, Linda till boys come in her life. Oh my God. Linda, that's going to freak me right out. I want this in here, but I want it not to be recessed. So I'm going to take and bend this so I can have it kind of come forward. Linda just threw me off with the boys. Oh, you think knee problems? Oh my word. Block it out, Tammy. Block it out. I love it. Oh. Osteobiflex. That's it. That's it. Carol Ann, that was it. Elena, I got the biofreeze. Oh, y'all, I got to tell y'all the funniest biofreeze story. So I had the biofreeze for a while. Mom's given it to me for different ailments over, because of course we get sores and things. And so I've been using it on my knee pretty religiously just to kind of take the edge off. And the other day, picture this. I have my pants. I forget to put it on before my pants are on. So I'll push them down to my ankles. I spray it around my knee. Pull the pants up. No problem. Go on. Just keep going. Nothing happened. Everything's fine. Fine. Then I'm like, time to take Kaya to school. Kaya, let's go to school. I get Kaya in the car to school. And things started going wild in the nether regions. I was like, uh-oh. So apparently I got a lot of that on my pants, and it's still activated 20 minutes later. So y'all make sure y'all don't be doing that with pants on. Kirsty, I think you've had it. Wilhelmine, you've got the torn meniscus for the last 6 years? Oh my gosh, Wilhelmine, wow. That's what I thought I was going to have. I didn't know I was going to get there and be told I have osteoarthritis and no joint left. What the heck? I do know I walk a lot on concrete, and I have for many, many years, even before the warehouse. Oh, that looks cute. So let me try to get this centered here over our lollipop. Okay, I want to put those big candy canes in. Gosh, Wilhelmine. Oh, I haven't heard of that, Margaret. I can check it out. Oh, Susan, I'm going to tell y'all where everything that I got here is when I'm in the workshop. Okay? I will tell you, because we're going to make projects with that in the Christmas Woodland Workshop. And I will tell you where everything's from then. Hey, Regina. Hey, Charlene. I know. It was a hot mess. Yes. Hot mess, Charlene. Your 16-year-old grandson is driving you bonkers with girlfriends. Too much for my heart. Oh, Linda, you're good. You're good. Oh, yeah, my mom raises my niece. So, yeah. Yeah, it's a lot for them, too. It's like, who are we in love with this week? What's going on? Marley's a good girl, though. She is a good girl. She don't cause too much trouble. She terrifies the other parents. Y'all. Peggy, okay, I'm pretty good about rotating out my tennies. And this knee brace I've got now is supposed to keep my gait to the inside of my knee, because apparently I walk on the outside of my knees. But my other knee looks fine on the x-rays right now, so. Regina, really? You're like, wrong room. Sherry, okay. I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad to hear that. So I'm going to make the best of it for a while, and then we'll figure out what we have to do down the road. I don't know. Then it's like, maybe you should just get it fixed and move on. But I don't want to create like some kind of chaos from that. So, it should be interesting this weekend, because Khalid's got to behave and not try to be the hero and just sit. All right, I'm going to put these in. I want these to create this really whimsical atmosphere around the outside. I want them to be like, I was thinking like twigs that I would normally use and have them come around. And then I'll step back and we'll balance out. I think I'll need a little bit more filler right there. We'll just balance it out. Hi, Jeanette. How are you doing? Good to see you. All right. See, with me, with my back problems, I have to be really careful. Do we want those to go like that? Or like, I think I like it like that. I have to be careful about how I walk, and if something goes out of walk, then it hurts my back. Do I like it like that? Let me stick these in first, and then we'll glue them, because I am not sure if I like it. I want it curled like this. Let's just try it. No, I think I want it curled this way. You know, it's Freestyle Friday. Who knows what I want? Give me what I really want. I think I'm going to go in and out, in and out. Let's try that. I don't know. We're freestyling these in here yet. Aw. What a lot. That is a lot to deal with. So if I put, I think we're going to keep them to the outside. Just kind of around the perimeter. Let me stick some in and then decide if I like them or if we need to open them more or what. Thanks, Carrie. We're just getting going. We're getting going on this one. I'm freestyling, talking about my ailments, which is pretty kind of pathetic, but y'all are so helpful. Oh, I like that. Kind of coming over, maybe? Come here, Wreath. Come here, Wreath. This is what happens when you freestyle. Things could go downhill. Things that you thought were going good could go downhill. Ah. Hey, Susan, good to see you. With the flow, not against, Peggy. Technically, it was going with the flow, Peggy, but the curl was going the other way. Peggy's like, what are you doing, Clee? You're breaking your own rules. I don't know. I don't know that I like them in there. I don't think I like them in there. No. I don't think we're going to use those. I think we're going to put more green and just go all natural. It's too much white. Sorry, guys. I'm aborting on the candy canes. We'll use those in something else. Don't worry. I think I'm going to add more white and green and just kind of get this popping off a little more. I need to get a hanger on this so it stops flopping around. Thanks, Tracy. Me too. Thanks, Linda. Thank you. I thought that was going to look so cute in there, but I think no. All right, I want to put a little more green right here. I got 2 more pieces of green. It's a lot. It's a lot for you, isn't it? Right? Good. I'm glad y'all like my decision. I'm glad you support my decision to take out the candy canes. They weren't working. They might be a little large for what we're going for here. Okay. Let me get this one flipped around. Let me step back and look at it, y'all. Okay. We need a little more white in here and a little more green here. And we'll even it out. Y'all are so good to me. When things are going a train wreck, you're like, oh, I like it, Klee. And then you're like, yeah, good idea. Get that out of there. Yeah, right here. Oh, the big, massive truck just went by. I don't know what was going on there. Wasn't delivering anything to my house. Okay, let me bend the bow back just a little bit. It's on that wire, so I can adjust it. I like that. Okay, we'll put one more green right here and kind of have it come into there. I think that'll fill out nicely. Let's put this in. Come on in here. That area does not like those stems. There we go. And then, let me see where else we need any more white. I think there's a little white in there now that I put that green there. So, these are pretty cool that they're wired, so you can space them out wherever you want. I wish those candy canes would have worked. Nicole's like, take the candy canes off the list. Put them on. It's like the Amazon cart. Put it in. Take it out. Put it in. Take it out. Oh, okay. I'll put one more snowy piece here. Do we need anything coming out of the bow, though? Do we want a little action out of the bow? Maybe we do. This is cute. This is going to look really good on a door. It's a simple wreath, but it's going to pop with the pretty bow at the center. Yeah, it's a fun little greenery. It's so glittery. And I love this flocky, snowy stuff because it's so dramatic. A lot of our other flock stuff's more subtle, but this one is more dramatic. I glued myself there. I think it's turning out pretty. Okay, y'all, make sure you're on the text list. We'll text out the supply list. It's not too many. It's just the candy, the ribbons, and the cute little center. And I think it turned out really nice. Let me zoom out a little bit. For y'all. It actually looks pretty cute. I just need to put a hanger on it. And then we're good. What do you think? You like it? I like it too. I think it turned out cute. First thing is we're going to be working on this cool string. It's kind of like, it's not yarn, but it's a string that's glittered and snowy wreath based. Kind of different, fun. I thought it would go great with all the candy pieces we've been making. So that being said, I'm going to raise this camera up a little bit more. Hi, Betty. You guys, we have 3 different cameras going. Everything's a hot mess today. But I know y'all, my blueberinos would show up and get ready to have some fun. So we're going to work with this. We're going to make a piece on this, and I'm going to show you one of the techniques I teach in design school. This is the last day to join design school for Christmas and spring. We don't open again until March. So you want to get in our class now, okay? If you get into the class now, you will get free access to the most recent workshop that we will have after design school opens. So it's a great time to join so you can get into the holiday workshop. Now, we've been working with a lot of these fun candy theme right now in design school. And I like to teach collections, so we do things at different price points. We do more advanced projects, more detailed projects, and then we do simpler projects. So the one I'm going to show you right now is a simple project that anybody can do, and we're going to use one of the methods I teach. Today in design school we learn these centerpieces that are really great for craft shows. So if you join, you'll be getting that and this really neat piece that's actually standing on the table, which is a lot of fun. We use lots of florals, but then I use things like candies and treats, different elements, signs, pods, just all kinds of different textures. So since we had this bow already made from Bow Wednesday, we're going to use that, and we're going to create what's called a cluster design to put on here. And so when you want to create a design on some type of different structure like this, some of the easiest ways to do it is attach a cluster to the actual project. So we're going to do that right now. I'm going to show you how to do it. It's really easy. It's hard to hear me. I'm sorry. We're lucky to be streaming on Facebook right now. Facebook changed up a lot of stuff, so you're lucky to even get me. If you want to hear a little bit better, if there's any problems, I'm also on YouTube right now and on TikTok, okay? All right. So you're going to create a cluster. The cluster will attach independently to the base. Now, I like to get things angled, so I want to think about if I were to attach this here, I would want to just use the mirror image as we came down. And if you were in design school today, you know we use a mirror image a lot to create our clusters. Now, you see how far this is shooting off the base? We can use that also as a guide. And I know this greenery will be the longest pieces I put in this cluster. Let me move this camera down just a little bit, okay? Right there. So right here. Debbie Davis says, there's no way you'll learn more. Oh, you're so sweet with Kali as your teacher. Thank you, Debbie. I work hard. I work hard so you can learn more. I try to come up with different things for you every season, every holiday, so that we can continue to grow our database and have all kinds of different pieces that you can create. So we're going to make this cluster. This is going to be our back part of the cluster. Thank you, Danae. Thank you for the love, of course. So I need a part that overlaps here, and that will be what we call our bow zone, okay? And in the bow zone is where the bow is going to go. Hey, Tina. So right here. Okay, so where my hand is our transition point. You're going to learn with every project you do, there is a transition point. Okay, I'm streaming live from the warehouse, so you might hear noises and stuff in the background, but that's just because we're shipping your orders out to you. So here's our bow that we did on Bow Wednesday. You see how that's going to fit perfectly in the bow zone? So keep that in mind as you start to design this. Hey, from Oklahoma, I'm glad you're here too. Now, let's build up. I like in my clusters for something dramatic, I like something big. So let's go with the big Christmas lollipop, okay? And I'm going to put that in, and I want it to fall right between these two pieces of greenery. So I'm going to grab it right there. And you can make this flat on the table when you're making it. I'm holding it up so you can see how it's going to go on this twine base. So right now, I want you to think out of the box. What are some other bases I could use like this cool one? I mean, we sell this one on Cleese.com. It's a lot of fun, but there may be some things you already have that you could use. This can also attach directly to a wreath. Once we get the bow on, you're going to see how quickly it comes together. Okay, so now I'm going to put in a cute little candy pick, and we're going to keep layering it right up. Layering it up, and that is going that way, so I'm going to take this one and go the opposite way. Okay, and you see I'm starting to kind of stagger my design. I'm going to bring this a little forward, tuck it in, and pop it out. Okay, was that easy? Very easy. Tina says we could put it on a bicycle wheel. Yes, have you seen the wheel wreaths? This is working the same way. You could do that. You could do this with fall stuff, any different season. This could be a scarecrow head. This could be corn. It's corn. Could go right here, right? Right there. All kind of different things we could put in. And this is our bow zone, that where my hand is, okay? Now, I like to repeat what I'm doing above and below, but I want that lollipop to be super dramatic, okay? I'm being super teachy right now and not just playing, because I want you to see how I teach in design school. I want you to see what they're learning in there. Why are they paying to be a member? Because we're not just shoving stuff in wreaths. We're learning proper placement in order to, if we want to sell our wreaths, we can charge more when we put all the detail in it. And it's not just you threw it together. Now I made a little change here. I want these to be opposite. Remember I said our transition point is our bow zone right here? So these need to be opposites. That means this candy needs to come over here. You see what I did? I just switched it all around on you. And it's got a great line of sight, and I've got this section right in the middle to put the bow in. All right, easy peasy? Good. Now, I'm going to put the cable tie right in the middle. It's going to hold it all together. I'm going to lay it on the table, though, guys, for a second. Y'all build yours on the table because you don't need to hold it up when you do it. Now, if you're just getting here, you're just seeing the replay, this is the last day to join design school for Christmas and spring. We don't open again until March next year, my birthday. So I want you to know that it's time to get in, okay, if you're wanting to learn all this stuff. When you first join design school, you get access to the 24 most recent videos. So you're going to get access to all the Christmas back here. We did Christmas swags before that that were really gorgeous. We have some rustic arrangements we did too, and that is in there. Then after you've been in design school for 6 months, so next March, when you've already been in there for 6 months, the entire portal opens up to you, and that's 240 something videos that you'll have access to, and plus so many lives. And we have a dedicated portal that's all in. It's your own website for design school students. Another cool thing about being in design school is you get to get discounts on supplies and first access to new things. When I put out a new tutorial, you get your supplies password protected. Because what happens is I'll post these cool things online. Everybody wants to buy the supplies, but design school students get access to them first because they're password protected. All right. Oh my gosh. Tammy says design school is such a great investment. I've learned so much, and my designs are improved to the point my family and friends are asking for all of them. Yay, Tammy! I love that. Now, we're ready to attach this on here, okay? You see how cute this is on here? It's really cute. I have a nice thick point right here I can attach it to just fine. Okay, so I'm going to come into there, and I'm going to go ahead and put the cluster on first, then pop in the bow on the top. You can do that all in one step, but this is a little bit of a little chunky cluster, so I'm going to go a little bit, put it first, okay? It's chunky like me. We want to keep it, distribute the weight just right. Okay, now, I talked about the discounts. Another thing we do for design school members is we promote your products that you sell if you want to sell. You don't have to sell to be a member. You could care less about ever selling your stuff. We've got people in there who just enjoy designing for stress relief, kind of like therapy. You know, it's therapeutic to create, and they enjoy coming in and learning how to do different things. I'm going to rotate this to the middle. Okay, now let's do what we call a little shake test. This is how you know if you need more than one cable tie. Oh, it's on there good. If it flops a lot, then we need to put another one down here, okay? Feels good. It's feeling good, it's looking good. So this type of piece is a great craft show filler because you can make these quickly and boom, boom. Once you have the elements put together, you can do it. So far in design school, you're getting access to the latest 24 videos. You are getting discounts on supplies. We promote your products you have for sale in your Etsy shops, and we protect all of the supplies for you so you get first access. Another thing we do is we have a private Facebook group that you can be a member of, but all the videos we do in that Facebook group, let's say you're not on Facebook, you're watching on YouTube, you're watching on TikTok, you don't want to be on Facebook, everything we do in the private group is also uploaded to the portal, so you don't miss a thing, okay? You can still ask questions, you can contact us by email, but if you do like Facebook and are on it, we've got a group in there where you can interact with people who are just like you and love to create and make beautiful things for all the seasons and love flowers, of course. I'm putting the bow right in that bow zone where we left that area. Look how easy this was. Not every design is this easy, but I want you to get a quick win today that you can feel like, I can do it. I can do this, Khalid. Now, I'm going to take, we got more work to do. So far, we've done a great job on our cluster, kind of done the shove method on this bow. Okay, so we've got to get the bow fluffed in the way we want it. I like to use depth and dimension, so that means I'm going to layer. So we're going to take the very back ribbon, I'm going to work it to the back. And this is something you would learn in design school also, in a lot of our swags that we do. You're going to see me do this. And we talk about it, calling this breaking the plane. We're breaking the different planes of the layers of the project, okay? Mr. Ginger, he's going to pop out here. And I want those opposite. Remember, that's important in this placement. Not every design does have opposite placement, but in this one, symmetrical, but they're mirror image, basically, okay? Bring these out. Guys, this is so stinking adorable, super cute. And I'm telling you, we're done. So if you have questions about design school, you'd love to come join us. Look how fun this is. This looks great. This is a simple, easy project that you could knock out of the park in just a couple of minutes. Of course, we have different levels of skill level in class, but I encourage you, if you're a beginner or more advanced, I'm sure there's some tips and tricks I can teach you that I've done over the last 25 years of being in this industry. And I totally love what I do. Okay, so you're saying, Clea, that's all great. I want to join design school. Where do I go? So if you are watching on TikTok or YouTube, the link's in our bio, of course. If you are enjoying this video over on Facebook, we put a link right in the comments. Do you help with Etsy? So I teach Etsy over at Makers University. So if you want to come join just the business coaching, you'll go to coachkhalid.com. This I'm talking about right now is my floral design class, where I teach floral design and holiday design. Right now we're getting ready to go into some tree toppers, all of this great stuff. So one of the cool things is we'd love for you to come to design school, but we'd really love for you to stay. We reward you for staying after 6 months. Once you've been in there, we give you the whole entire portal. We feel like after you've been in there 6 months, you've had a chance to kind of not get overwhelmed when we unload it all on you. Because if you were to get access to all that at once, it's too much. And you want to start small and just get some projects under your belt and then get after it, okay? So I would love to have you. This turned out super cute. If you got any questions, just ask. Let me see if there's any questions here in the comments. I'm going to check over here. Do I teach wreath making? I sure do. Absolutely, that's our specialty. We do lots of wreaths, but we also do swags, centerpieces, garlands. So some of the most recent wreaths we did in design school, this is a swag we did. We just did this one. We did this pretty cute one. This is a Santa. One we just did right here. It says Santa stop at our house first. I love that. That's a more recent one. And when you do join, you're going to have access to the latest fall tutorials also. So if you still want to make some fall stuff for your home, you'll have access to that and Halloween. So all the seasons, okay? You love it? So pretty, yay! Danae's going to join design school as of today. Yay, thanks Danae. I'm so excited to have you in there. Christina loves it. All right, I think I've got all the questions. Hey, and if you can't get a hold of us, you've got questions, email info@Kaleas.com. You can go to KaleasDesignSchool.com right now, K-E-L-E-A-S, Design School. You can see all of that. And later tonight, it's my dad's birthday, but later tonight I'm planning to do a little sneak peek behind the scenes so you guys can see how the portal looks. It's something we worked really hard on, to have a website that's dedicated to our paying design school members. So yes, you do get me live, but if you want to work on something in the middle of the night and you've got questions and you just are like, I want to have some fun with flowers right now, that is accessible for you anytime. All right, I love being here with you, but it's lunchtime and I gotta go. So y'all have a great day and I'll see you next time. Don't forget to come bloom with us and we'll see you on the inside. I gotta turn off like 7 cameras, so bye everybody.